11th of September. We'll say it that way, so let's all remember. It's time for WWE Backlash live on the WWE Network. I am Sic Fritz. I'll be here all night. Video's a little different than normal. Usually there's a screen and there's text running around in graphics. None of that tonight. It was a little behind. We're getting it kicked off. We're about, 20 minutes late on kickoff. Haven't missed too much. They don't have a whole lot of matches booked for this show, but we're gonna throw our bids out real quick. They just signed they just booked another match for the kickoff. Baron Corbin against Apollo Crews. And welcome to Crystal. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us, jumping in right off the bat with us tonight. Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin later on in the kickoff is what they said, so I guess that's our kickoff match. Like I said, there was no build up to it. They just put it on. They just booked it about 10 minutes ago on the kickoff. I feel like it's an easy prediction, and I think we're going to have Baron Corbin win, even though we started off with a talk with Daniel Bryan and Apollo Crews about him loosening up and being more, I don't know, they really just, I guess, having more fun with it, I guess, not being so serious and stuff. We'll probably see a little bit of it, but it'll probably also, imagine. So Baron Corbin on that one. Gonna have to kick over to the WWE website here to get the. I just forget every match. We got the hype against the Hype Bros for to find out who takes on Heath Slater and Rhino for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Oh, I think we know that the Usos are gonna beat the Hype Bros on that, and then they're gonna go on to face Slater Rhino. That match is hard to predict. Not sure if we want to continue to see Heath Slater as a free agent, or do we want him to just climax here and get his contract and fall back into Jobber City like he was before, because I'm sure that's what would happen. I feel like if you put the tag titles on the Usos, it's a guarantee. You know that the Usos can hold the belts, run with it, and now they've turned bad, they're heels or whatever, and could be a different dynamic to then see the good guys all try to, Hype Bros and all of them try to chase the Usos. So I feel like maybe we put them on the Usos tonight. It just makes more sense, and it's what I feel like the company would do to be safe. And that's what you want to do, I guess, with your first tag titles, right? Is be safe. So that's what I'm going to say is the Usos go over on that. Let's see here. Kick it over. Welcome to Sasha, who stopped in and is hanging out with us. She asked, who do you think will win against Dean with the Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles? We'll get to that through this a little bit quicker, I guess. But I'll be right to that in a few minutes here. We got the six-pack, the women's six-pack challenge for the SmackDown Women's title. That's basically the entire women's division on SmackDown. Eva Marie, who doesn't come off her suspension for a few more days, I believe. I think we all know it's going to come down to, you got about two choices on that, and that's Becky Lynch or Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella, again, is more of a guarantee because she's run with the women's title before. Becky Lynch is always chasing it and always comes up short. So I feel like I want to see Becky Lynch win it, but at the same time, I just feel like Nikki just to be safe and just to know, give you something familiar. But if you want to shock the world, you things up, you want to shake up the whole show, we give it to Becky Lynch. So I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Becky Lynch on that one. Randy Orton against Bray Wyatt. I think Randy Orton has to win in order to keep face after what happened with Brock Lesnar. So I feel like Randy Orton should win just on that standpoint. I as a fan, I want to see Bray Wyatt win, but I just don't feel like they ever let Bray Wyatt win in these big-type matches. He always runs his mouth and never comes through in the end. So I'm going to say Randy Orton on that. Final match, Miz and Dolph Ziggler. That one's hard because everybody is pretty much betting Ziggler, which makes me feel like you'd want to pull the swerve and let Ziggler win and let him prove himself on that standpoint. Even if you give it back to The Miz on Tuesday, which would be, I hate those types of moves, but I mean, even if you did that, it would fulfill what Dolph's journey at this point. But I think we're going to continue this on a little further. So I'm going to say Miz retains his Intercontinental title on that, which leaves us with the WWE World Championship match. Dean Ambrose, your champion, on AJ Styles. Man, we got a lot of comments going on. The chat's blowing up already. I'm trying to get hyped. I'm trying to stay hyped, bro. But thanks. Welcome to Rob. Rob showed up. You now said somebody else is watching. I got 5 views. We're 5 likes. We're at number 1 on our hashtag WWE Backlash. That will probably change down the line, only because I don't do the pre-show. I like to be a little different. I like to talk to you guys as much as possible. But the WWE World Title match, or SmackDown World Title match, Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. I'm a big fan of both of them. I like both guys, believe me. I so bad AJ Styles walk out with the title for some reason. I just feel like they've let Dean Ambrose become a little too cocky in his promos, and he's kind of being arrogant about stuff and about this whole thing. And I'd love for AJ to just upset it and surprise, just knock it out. Knock it out the park. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go and say AJ Styles. I want to see AJ Styles. Predictions. Don't know how well they're gonna turn out because I'm kind of going a little more with the fan in me, I guess, more than trying to be technical about it and break everything down. But feel free to let me know who you think's gonna win. Those different matches right there in the chat. Seeing everybody talking and chit-chatting and livening it up. Rhino has looked fat for a while, but there's no doubt about it. Hanging out in the living room, I got the wife over there, AF, hanging out with us. She doesn't like the camera, but we've been busy all weekend and stuff, so she's a little tired, so she just hasn't been able to muster up the momentum to move out of here and not have to watch wrestling. Sasha says she thinks Dean's gonna win. It's not a bad thing. I don't feel like they're. I don't know. I don't feel like Dean Ambrose's character is developing as much as it should for being champ. I feel almost like he is just holding it. Big ups. We got 10 likes so far, 7 viewers right now. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. This is great. Rob asked about guesting. I still haven't fully worked on the guessing yet, so I'm going to have to pass on that again for right now at least. We'll see as the night goes. Maybe I get silly and we try it out. Welcome to Jim hanging out with us. He said he just read Orton has been pulled from his match. I haven't heard that. And they just ran their match a minute ago. Maybe I misheard it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention because I was watching this. I hope not. Why they would pull him outside of some sort of other injury or something. Currently, right now, we got Rhino and Heath Slater in an interview of tweeted out questions with the hashtag Slater or something. I don't know, something like that. Rob Punk fight. I didn't watch it. I just read the conclusion to it on Bleacher Report. I heard he tapped out in the first round. So, I mean, props to him for trying it. Props to him for going at it and giving it a go. You know, go in a different avenue or whatever. I just feel like he was maybe out of his league. I mean, and of course, I'm a huge CM Punk fan. You know, I live, you know, just outside of Chicago and stuff, so I got, you know, hometown boy. Oh, he didn't even get a strike. Oh, really? First round, Punk died. It was so bad. Like I said, he wasn't prepared. You know, he wasn't prepared. It was a publicity, really. The whole match was just, you know, the only reason they did the fight was because they knew they could make tons of bread off of it. I mean, you know, if we're calling things what they really are, you know, and that's, if he continues on, it'd be nice, but there's just no way. I don't know. I mean, he's just out of his league. It took you 2 years, and you're still a white belt in your martial arts. You know, and they put him up against a nobody anyways, but that nobody needed to win in order to save face and to keep his rep. But getting off topic here, Rob says AJ Lee versus Ronda Rousey. I don't think that'd be a fair matchup. AJ, I think it'd be similar outcomes. Just, you know, AJ Lee's a wrestler. She's not used to the street fighting and all that. Pardon me while I eat some fruit. Like I said, we've been busy all weekend. So I didn't get a chance to eat beforehand. Sasha says she wants Ronda to win if that fight were to ever happen. The green screen, Justin, is not up. We've been busy all weekend. I couldn't, and today especially, we had a family event that was going on and it ended just about I don't know, about a half hour before I could, you know, get everything set up for the live stream. So I didn't have time to put the green screen up and work on and get a graphic and everything. Unfortunately, we're gonna go a little old school. I got no buffers and numbers in the middle or anything. So when I got to take a break, you're just gonna have to look at my walls, and that sucks, I know. But hopefully, I won't have to go too much. Green screen should be back by next. The end of the month, which will be, not Night of Champions, Clash of Champions. That'll be Raw's, the Raw only pay-per-view, and we should be back for that, because like I say, every WWE pay-per-view, I'm Sic Fritz. This is the live stream where we hang out, we watch WWE pay-per-views, and we chit-chat all night, we have fun. I throw out my curry, I throw out my thoughts, my opinions, and we just have a little bit of fun. I call it Backlash, right? So I've been around for some, but hopefully I called it the right thing. Rob says anyway, Backlash hype. Hey, we're hyping it. You know, we've got 7 viewers, 21 likes. We're still number 1 on our hashtag because nobody else has started a live stream probably until the pay-per-view actually starts. Bless. We are here. We are trying to get amped. We are trying to get ready for WWE Backlash right here on the WWE Network. Well, right there on the WWE Network. Here on YOUNOW, we're hanging out with Sic Fritz, and we're going to have a great time. Thank you all to everybody who normally stops by for stopping by again. Fun night. We should hopefully have some fun, even though it seems like a very small card, so I don't know if they're going to throw some extra matches in there. We'll have to predict on the fly. guy, or give a lot of time to the few matches that we have. Maybe Pack Challenge will probably take a little while, but I don't know. Let's see. Justin, oh man, you're awesome, dude. I appreciate that so much. You just gave us 400 likes. Get 123. I think he just likes being #1 fan. That's all. So let's see where we're at here. Justin, AJ, or Dean. I'm hoping, or I'm going with AJ. I'm going from a fan perspective, going with my gut. I'm picking AJ just because that's what I really want to see. I'm fine with either guy keeping, walking away with the title, but man, Alexa Bliss, dude, come on, jeez, that is I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a broke. It's a broke Quinn. It's all blue and pink instead of like red and black, but nevertheless, I'm going with AJ for the title. Hopefully, it just feels right. And then you could, and then probably put Cena down the road when we have their rematch. Rob asked, he made a comment. Wait, let me find a live stream. I'm sure you can find one. And Sasha said she can finally watch it by herself. Well, we're glad to watch it. And we're glad that you can hang out with us and the Sick Nation all night long, hopefully. Justin said, Alexa going Harley Quinn style. Yep. He agrees. What's up?
You have to have some sort of plan going into this tonight. A plan. I'm not going to go out there.
I love my wife, people.
I have a plan and I know what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to fill you in on it. You'll see it in the ring, but
the wife's a little drinky going on.
With the SmackDown Women's Championship, because honestly,
and she doesn't do it often. She had a few mimosas. She was being fancy afternoon. Oh, welcome to JJ, stopping by, hanging out with us. He asked, I think he's asking AJ who fight. I guess you're asking who he's fighting? If that's what you're asking, he's fighting Dean Ambrose. I'm going with AJ Styles for the title on that one. Hopefully, fingers crossed and all that jazz. But I'm fine with either guy. I'm not going to, I don't really have a problem with either guy. But let me know. Don't be shy. Type it all up through there and hit that chat. Make that chat move. I want chats that move like when I feel like the Merrill twins every now and then. Their stuff's blazing. Like, I don't even know how they could follow people so quick. One day we will be there, Nate. Right now, we got to start off slow, and I appreciate all you people that show up here and hang out with me. Use a month now, it'll be twice a month because we got separate pay-per-views. Aren't we lucky? This mug, 2 times a month. We're about 24 minutes away from Backlash Live on the WWE Network. It's a WWE pay-per-view on the WWE Network. And the Women's Six-Pack Challenge. Who you guys got for the Six-Pack Challenge? I'm going to hope, again, going with my fan hope, and that's Becky Lynch. I want to be safe. They're going to go with Nikki Bella. But let me know what you guys think. Who are you going with? I just don't feel... I feel like Elimination Order is going to be more like Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Natalya, and then we'll be down to... Natalya, and then we'll be Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, and it could go out, I feel, but I just don't. I don't know that you want to invest right now because you're not sure of her neck. You don't know. Yeah, she rehabbed it. Yeah, the doctor said she could, come back and do her deal or whatever. Does that really mean that? I know. And should she get the belt because of it? I don't know. Also, you do have to remember that Total Belt went out on E Network, so we got to hype that. So maybe we give it to her just to push that. But I think we all Becky Lynch just walk out with the women's title. She deserves it. She was the first draft pick for SmackDown, women's draft pick for SmackDown. So if you're going to invest that way, why not go the full route and just give her the belt and let her run with it for, even if it's not a long run, it don't got to be super long. But, and I feel like everybody's got a reason to go against her. But, Sasha says she's going with Becky or Natty. Justin says definitely Becky Lynch. Sasha said yay, the Baron Corbin. Yeah, that's what currently is starting off our kickoff matches. Hit the waves, airwaves, whatever. Baron Corbin against Apollo Crews. I've picked Baron Corbin to win. I think Apollo Crews will show us something a little different because he had that talk with Daniel. But I think we're starting to make steps to change his character. We're not going to just flip the script and it's going to work. Rob said, rumor has it Shelton Benjamin is returning tonight. No. As far as I understand, Shelton Benjamin was supposed to return, come back to WWE, but turned out he medically cannot come back. He's got some sort of, almost, it sounded like possible retirement type. So that was thrown out a while ago from what I heard. I mean, maybe, like you say, it is a rumor. Rumors can be or not, but as far as what I remember seeing on SmackDown, Kurt Hawkins was returning Tuesday, I think. I think he's coming on SmackDown on it, but he surprise you and show up tonight and mess up something, some sort of, or maybe we give him a squash match because we're going to steal ideas from Raw and have enough of them. Justin said, do I think Samoa Joe will debut at Survivor Series? I feel like Samoa Joe soon, but at the same time, I feel like Samoa Joe, in their eyes, be a little too old. I don't know if he's, I don't know if he's still up to it if he feels like investing in him to that extent. You could make him the monster in NXT because he's taking out new guys. He's taking more than he is actually performing in a way. The second you move him up top, you got to make room for him and know that there's room for him. He may, I could see them throwing him into like a Royal Rumble and mixing it up with the main rock, but so I guess the short answer, no. I don't think he'll debut Survivor Series, but if they're gonna move him up, sorry about that, I had to itch my ear. If they're gonna move him up, I feel they got to do it soon, is what I feel. D, welcome. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us in the Sick Nation. He said he is injured. I believe he's echoing my talks of the other one. Shelton Benjamin coming back. Sasha says, finally my mom will not be mad at me. She's able to watch the network on her own. Yeah, nobody wants their mom mad at them, I suppose. I'm a pretty older guy, and I don't want my mom mad at me still, I guess, so I don't think it ever changes. Answer Justin's, the Kurt Hawkins returning, I believe that is Tuesday, but like I said, he could you could debut him early, I guess, and he could interfere in a match. It's not an actual, but I think the way that you're running his character with this whole, he's so great and everything, all these facts, I feel like you should set him up with squash just to make him appear that great and then throw him into a mix. But who am I? I'm just some cat on the internet that rambles on and on, right? Mac D said, yeah, they need to change Apollo. He doesn't like. I've never liked Cruz's gimmick since he's came to the main roster because I feel like they turned him into Lashley Jr. Like that's That's how I feel. I've always felt like that. He comes out, you know, he's this kind of, he's not as Lashley always was, but it's that same gimmick, and I hate to do that because I feel like I'm stereotyping in a way, but I feel like WWE stereotypes. You know, that you make him kind of look like Lashley, you make him smile like Lashley used to always smile. Everything. It's just like a cookie cutter, like, oh, we're going to do this to you, and it's not working. So give him something different. Give him, you know, let him put a little bit of himself into it and not try to be a carbon copy else that you couldn't even hold on to at that point, WWE, because you ended up getting rid of Lashley, who is now dominating the game. So, which I know is just TNA. I mean, I'm not trying to say they're on the same level, but TNA has got some decent stuff. We gotta admit, and I'm not affiliated with any certain brand. I can talk about who I want, where I want. Let's see here. Chat has been moving pretty good. I like that. I appreciate that, guys. Love to read the chatter and love to see what you guys think of everything. Rob said he has to go think about Shelton Benjamin not returning. Sasha said The Miz needs to change. He's smart. Like, he's that. I mean, as far as a bad guy, a heel, your stereo generic, your heel dynamic. That's what you should do, and you should call yourself smart, and you should do everything possible to hold on to. So as far as the character goes, it's what he should be doing, and The Miz has always kind of been this character. Just now, he can amp it up. He can turn it way the heck up there because he's got the movies behind him, and he's got a bunch of other stuff behind him. But he's been this guy. Kind of cowardly moves and whatnot. But now they're amping that up even more. I'm sure it won't last too long. It'll, you know, as soon as they get done with the Dolph Ziggler thing, you know, we'll forget about him being a coward. That won't affect him. The thing that makes me laugh is when that word triggers him. Like, that's his trigger word, you know, like you call him coward and it's like, nobody calls me coward. Like, so, you know, but I'm sure he'll find some way to weasel his belt tonight, too. And then that could set it up and continue on feud, which is what I think we want to do. Mac D said he's not hyped about Kurt Hawkins coming back. And he also echoes my sentiment about The Miz being good as a coward. But yeah, I'm not too hyped about Kurt Hawkins coming back. I'm not impressed. The only thing you could do with that I feel would be decent or cool, and it's really just a nostalgia thing, is if you had Kurt Hawkins like kind of turn Zack Ryder against Mojo Rawley. The standing moonsault. That's what Bobby Lashley. I don't know. I'm not too excited about it either. But if you could team those guys back up, decent, just as a nostalgia, like, oh, remember when this happened? But it's not the same when they don't both look like Edge and they're not covering for Edge all the time. That was, I think, their best. They debuted them, and they were the Edge lookalikes or whatever. Sasha says she got it for free on her phone. That she's talking about WWE Network, so she'll be watching the pay-per-view. She'll be watching Backlash live, just like I will be, just like all of you should be. Everybody should have the WWE Network because it's only $9.99 a month, and the first month is free. So get in there, you know, get it done. And then you can watch the network. You can watch me side screen or however you do, and we can hang out and have a good time right here on the big red chair with Sic Fritz. How you doing? I know Cass aren't on here, but Carmella's on the show tonight, so I can use that still, right? I mean, she's still ripping off the Enzo gimmick, right? even though she's bad guy, girl. We've dropped down to 5 viewers, 446 likes so fake that when we are only about 30 minutes into the broadcast. That is amazing. Much appreciation for the love, guys. And I mean, this Baron Corbin Apollo Crews fight, I know I haven't really been talking, I haven't been given the count to do about it. It's your basic match. I mean, it's your basic, like, lower card bull, you know, BS match. Oh, and maybe we can continue this feud. We don't. It doesn't really matter, because what we keep doing is we have Baron Corbin beat up all these other guys, but we're not going to give him, and that's going to be his story for a while. So I don't care. In a way, I don't care. I mean, I do care because it's professional. It's sports entertainment, and yeah. All right, JJ. Now I can get to you. Where was I on September 11th, 2001, which would be the infamous 9/11? I was actually at home. I had recently blown my leg open doing a fireworks show, and I was up at the house on pain pills and just laying on the couch. I remember I woke up and I saw the news going on about the first plane that had gone into the buildings, and I didn't really know what to think about it or whatever. I just thought it was a fluke accident. Maybe I think I actually made a few jokes, which is not gonna be cool, but I think I was joking at first that, you know, the pilot must have been drunk or something like that. And then everything else that occurred, I mean, you know, I don't need to tell you, he knows the history, and if you don't, you can find it all over the internet, the conspiracies and everything else that go with it. But I was at home, and it was because all the televisions, you know, it didn't matter what channel you put on, cable, basic TV, it didn't matter. Every channel was just news about the tragedy that was taking place at that time, and it was, you know, it was something. I mean, not to make light of it or not to make it seem a little smaller than it was, but it was a thing. It happened, and, you know, what are you going to do? But let's turn that from negative to positive. This 9/11 is WWE live on the WWE Network. I'm getting a little loud, so sorry for anybody out there that might be wearing headphones, and I might have just blew your eardrum. Or maybe you didn't clean your ears out and I just busted some earwax out. That's cool too, right? Easy going. Lemon, whatever that is. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy, whatever.
Well, we're getting set here at the Richmond Coliseum. We've got a sold-out house here tonight, and we are about to make some history. This is the Backlash.
Renee Young talking about making history tonight with Backlash. I don't know if we're gonna make history necessarily. I mean, it will be history in a way, in a small scale, I guess. Only because, you know, the new brand extensions, new first pay-per-view. Okay, we're interviewing the kid from Nickelodeon's Jagger whatever show. Unfortunately, I don't watch that show, and unfortunately, I'm going to talk for this interview, which is what I tend to do a lot during the pre-show, I know. Let me get back to some of these chats. I want to make sure that I'm answering everybody and talking with everybody and discussing everything that you guys want to discuss, so throw it out there. Asha says she wants Dolph to win against Miz. I think I feel like everybody is against Dolph, so it would be perfect timing to win and maybe give it back, you know, down the road real quick. But at the same time, I feel like I said, I think the Miz will weasel out and with the title. Even if it's Maurice helping him, you know. A lot of different ways, but I feel like the Miz will return. But I'll pop huge if Dolph does. I'm not against that. Justin asked what my thoughts are on the Usos turning. I think it was necessary. They needed a character change. I think it's weird that you're going to do that with when you won't do it with Roman. Like, you put the Usos with Reigns and allowed them to get all these boos via Reigns walking out with them, and then come to SmackDown without Reigns, and they're good guys and they're fun-loving, crowd-loving people or guys for a couple weeks, and now they're going full heel. So it's whatever. I think you needed it because you need a dominant heel tag team, and they can't, you're trying to build up too many face tag teams that you need. Who else do you have as a heel tag team? Nobody that nobody cares about. The Vaudevillains, who cares about them? The other Fandango and Breezango, who really cares about that? They're a joke too. So you need a dominant dominant bad guy tag team that the faces can go up against. I'm throwing my hands all in the air, waving. Sorry. Sasha said she tweeted The Miz. She said she tweeted The Miz and she was like, "You're a coward." That's what she said to him. She tweeted him, "You're a coward." I'm sure he got tons of those tweets today, but it'd be awesome if he tweeted you back. I'd be awesome if he tweeted you back, because he always comes to play. Sasha also says she hates her. She hates her. She turns on Nikki for coming back. I'm not sure exactly what she's saying there. I mean, I think it's weird. I hate the way that they had her be the first night and then turned her good for some reason. I do think that. I mean, you only turned her good because you want to promote the friggin' Total Bellas that are network. Sorry, I'm eating grapes and watermelon over here. I didn't have time to eat dinner. But I wanted to get on here and I wanted to get it out for you guys. I figured, hey, you said you'd be there. People might be waiting on you. They might be expecting you. So I had to show up. It's not sponsored. All right. Sasha said, "Yay, Corbin won." Corbin won. Probably. And I don't really feel like Apollo Crews showed us much anything different, anything more than we've ever seen. But I was more focused, so I might have missed something. I'll have to check the replays. Answer JJ on 9.
Dean Ambrose. I'm sticking with Dean Ambrose to retain the world
JJ said yes. I would imagine that might be to Corbin. Or not, I think that was trying to change the tempo of the whole 9/11 thing. And Sasha said she thinks Seth and recreate the Shield, just them, just the two of them, 2-man Shield. It could happen. I've heard something about Shield reunion in the works, but I don't feel like you're gonna do it now. I feel like that's one of those, like, we're gonna be up for nostalgia down the road. But I mean, if you somehow screw Ambrose on SmackDown over his title and stuff, you could make him mad at authority figures, and you already got Seth Rollins, who's upset with them, with authority figures, and Roman Reigns has always been kind of upset again. So it would make perfect sense to team them all right back up and have a cross-brand pay-per-view, of course. a Survivor Series or a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam, Big Four, to team them back up where you'd be able to, and you could have them fight against some sort of collaboration of authority figures, but that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna happen anytime soon. I just don't feel like it would. So, on that for right now. It'd be awesome if they did it, but I don't feel that they will. Justin says Apollo Crews is born. I agree. I've always agreed. And you can roll back and check the footage, check tapes, check whatever. I've said it from the beginning. I didn't care for him. Sasha said they both want the same thing, which would be Seth and Ray. And then she said her mom told her that there might be Seth Triple H for WrestleMania. That worked for a while. That's what I heard was the end game for that. And I could see it. Most definitely I could see it happening. Because, I mean, Triple H did sign a new contract to be an in-ring competitor. And let's face it, we covered on the promos that were taking place before the Universal Championship. Was Seth or was Seth not? Since Seth has come back, he's tried to be kind of overly buddy with. He's been giving her hugs. He's been all up on her. So I would imagine that Triple H is going to feel like there were some other intentions with his wife at that moment. And I feel like that's going to be the excuse. That's the reason that he turned and he came out and whatnot. But yeah, I had heard the same thing, that it'd be Triple H at WrestleMania. The Backlash kickoff show just ended. We're getting ready for the live WWE pay-per-view of Backlash. Right here, you're hanging out with Sic Fritz, YOUNOW channel, and the Sick Nation, hitting it up in the chat. It's blowing up. It's running 471 likes right now. 5 viewers. We're still sitting pretty and sitting high at number 1 on our hashtag at WWE Backlash. If you know anybody who likes wrestling, who likes WWE, might be watching the pay-per-view, or just wants to chat and BS about wrestling, share button and send it out to everybody that you think might want to hang out with us, because the more the merrier. We like to try to make this entertaining and a party. Don't know, in case you're new around here, during the live streams, during the pay-per-views, usually I will try to talk about what's going on pay-per-view and on the screen, seeing, in case there are some of you that maybe don't have the network or are unable to watch the pay-per-view live. You still have an idea of what's going on. You can be in the chat. You can keep up to date with everything, so to say. While also adding in my own commentary, my own opinions, my own thoughts, my own random craziness. Sometimes I go way off kilter and start talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the pay-per-view. But for the most part, we try to keep it light and airy and easy going. Starting it off with a September 11th, so to say, video. They're requesting a pause to reflect and remembers lost and tears shed. Yet even in those darkest of times, heroes emerged. An attack that sought to tear us apart instead brought us together. Our response to 9/11 revealed the strength of our national character. From the depth of despair, we found courage and hope, and we remember what it means to be an American. Yet we must stay and never forget what we learned. And I missed that last part, which was that freedom does something. What in the world was that? My phone going off telling me that dive. And they took a little moment of silence there, I believe, too. Which probably makes me kind of an a-hole, because I didn't. My mouth kept moving the whole time. My bad, trying to be. I'm not a terrorist, I swear. Don't send cops to anywhere near me to come bust me up. National whatever. I'm sure. All they heard was that T word there. They're like, sure. Yeah, they're gonna edit the video. All of a sudden it's gonna be plastered across the internet that Sic Fritz, terrorist. He makes jokes about 9/11 and he's a terrorist. He's an a-hole. I'll be tore apart on the internet. Woohoo! Before I'll be famous for something. Okay. I can still have my claim to internet fame. I'm just playing. Don't do that. Nobody do that, please. I beg you. Tasha says that her mom said Triple H might retire soon. Your mom a WWE insider, huh? We got a little insider here, huh? No, I'm just playing. I would imagine, because it took quite a bit for him to re-sign this time, from what I understand, for in-ring, as an in-ring competitor, and I could see, I could see after this contract is up, him being like, I'm done. I'm just gonna do the office gig, Backlash is kicking off with your full video package, letting you know all the details about the SmackDown WWE World Championship or World, I don't know, whatever, WWE Championship, WWE World Championship. They change it every week. They call it something different. So every single guy on the roster calls it something different each and every time. Backlash, echoing about 8 times. So in case you didn't know, you're watching Backlash. Sasha said, damn it, I can't get it. Why can't you get it? It's not coming in, or... Because if you signed up and it's still within your month, you should be getting it for free. Just saying. But I'm not here to be a tech support, I guess, either. Anyways, we're kicking it off. We got the fireworks going. We got the crowd out there. They're just going ape bananas, ape crazy. Oh, here we go. Here comes the money. Money. It's my sit down Shane McMahon dance. Shane McMahon making his way to the ring. Got a dude in the, like he's trying to do some Bailey cosplay. Not that there's anything wrong with Bailey, but it's a little weird when a big old dude is cosplaying. Just saying. Hashtag just saying, because it'll probably come up a whole lot tonight. Because I say a lot of stuff. Welcome to Dominique. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with. She says it's 1 a.m. here. I'll be catching up tomorrow. Yeah, you must be overseas there, and maybe the youth like that. It's got to be rough for anybody over there. I couldn't imagine having to stay up until she. Welcome from England, by the way. Justin says it's 1 a.m. where he's at too. And if it's 1 a.m. or later where you're at and you're hanging out, and he said he's in Wales. Welcome from Wales. if it's past midnight where you're at, or staying up, not only watching WWE Network, but putting on YOUNOW and hanging out with me and chit-chatting with me, that is amazing. That astonishes me that you would want to do that, and I'm very thankful for it. Thank you very, very much for all that. And I still appreciate hanging out whether it's 7, 8, 5. I don't care what time it is where you live. You're hanging out with me. I appreciate it more than words can say. More than words. Extreme. Sorry, people. I know. It's dated. Oh, Daniel Bryan made his way out to the ring, too, while I was goofing off about being dated. So we got the SmackDown Commissioner and the GM in the ring, so I'm sure they're going to say, welcome to WWE SmackDown Live, WWE Pay-Per-View, WWE Backlash. Did I say WWE enough? No, because I didn't even say it the last time. It was like, WWE.
SmackDown Live's pay-per-view entitled Backlash. What's up, Richmond?
What's up, Richmond?
On behalf of Daniel Bryan and myself, all the SmackDown superstars, the production crew, and everyone else affiliating the show on, I'd like to thank all of you very, very much for making SmackDown Live a success.
SmackDown success. None of these people have done anything different to make SmackDown Live a success. SmackDown was already a success, so SmackDown Live is natural success.
You guys are blowing up the internet.
I mean, their ratings probably have gone up because they're live now, so people are more. They're more amped to tune in. They're more apt to tune in, I should say, not amped.
I love being the underdog, and again, because of you, we're giving the red team all they can handle. And we are going to keep Team Blue's momentum.
Shane McMahon says that they're giving Raw all that they can handle.
We have 2 title defenses: the Intercontinental Championship and the WWE.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you have all your titles on the line, right? All your titles are in this pay-per-view. So it's basically it's Night of Champions, As I started watching WWE when I was like 7, and then I didn't have network till this year and had to rely on her friend updating her. Hey, I'll be your friend and I'll update you right here live if you want to hang out with us. Also, the chat is a great place to. All you gotta do is throw a I'll tell you what's going on as well. We all try to hang out and have a good old time here. So, welcome to you and appreciate it. Glad to hear that you're a WWE fan since you were 7. I can remember watching WWF when I was a little lad. No, I'm not from over there. Sorry. But when I was a kid, I caught bits and pieces. It didn't always lock me in as long as I thought. And then once I, got a little bit further on in life, your 10, 11, 13 type thing, the Attitude Era and the NWO and all that, and it started to feel, they started to mix a little more real with it. That's when it really sucked me in and latched on to me, I would say. But it made me want to go back, and I've gone all the way back to old black and white Lou Thez type wrestling, and I've watched all that. If it is professional wrestling, I will 9 times out of 10 watch it at some point in time. I don't watch everything at all the time when it happens, but I eventually will find my way to catch up to it all. Independence, TNA's, your all of them. I'll watch pretty much, and I watch WCPW on freaking YouTube. Not plugging their show or anything. It's a decent show, don't get me wrong, but maybe you should check it out. Whatever, What Culture. Hook me up with a job, bro. Come on, I'm just playing. Naomi making her way out to the ring. I guess we're kicking this thing off with the women's title, the women's six-pack challenge. Naomi and her. I swear I need to hook up some black lights and strobes just for when Naomi comes out, so that we can feel like they feel on TV. What else we got here? Justin put up a little emoticon. Looks like he's popping bottles. Looks like maybe it's a Corona. I can't fully tell. Like, picture's a little. It's like a little icon, a little, you know, funny little thing. Gotta explain it, you know. Lord Queen, what's up? Says what's up to us. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Sic Fritz. You're hanging out with the Sic Nation. We're just having a good time watching the women's six-pack challenge, or women's six-pack elimination challenge kick off. WWE Backlash live on the WWE Network. And Alexa Bliss coming out looking all Harley Quinn-esque. Even though I don't feel like she's... So, is she trying to say that she's crazy? Like, is she going to... Because there's always got to be a crazy chick in WWE, so is that Alexa Bliss now? She's going to be the crazy chick? Or maybe she just likes the cosplay. I don't know. Maybe we're just trying to take advantage of the fact that, you know, Suicide Squad is out there. You know? And then we got Carmella coming out to entrance music that sounds like a ripoff of I'm so fancy. You already know. Justin was informing me that yes, we were kicking it off the women's title match. And then said, great attempt at the British slang, though. Thank you. A lot of stuff that I find more and more of the stuff on YouTube, the people that I watch and I like, tend to be from other countries, other parts of the world. Your Australia, Canada, Britain, you know. I'm not too familiar with that area over in that area. I want to call all of it the UK, but I don't know if that's insulting. And I don't want to just say over there and make you feel like I don't care about you. But sorry. Merkin. We're taking a look back while makes her way in the ring to the feud between Nikki Bella and Carmella with the swap of roles. Fearless Nikki Bella making her way to the ring. Yes, folks, you can look, but you can't touch. And she's in her red, white, and blue star underwear, Spanx, or whatever. And somebody, I don't remember her doing the like rip-off t-shirt thing, or like rip-off top. I feel like that's new. Pink says Bella Army, so she's digging on Nikki Bella. I feel like this match is going to come down to if I'm booking it, if I'm running this match right here, this is your elimination order. Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Naomi, and then we're down to Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, and then to my as a fan, what I want to see, what I think we all want to see would be Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch walk away with the title, which we could see something like that happen, I guess, if Nikki Bella were to eliminate Carmella, and then Carmella somehow jumped her afterwards and caused a distraction. So yeah, I feel confident with Becky Lynch. Going with Becky Lynch as your winner. Again, I think I said that earlier. I hope I said that earlier, and if I didn't, then whatever. Nothing's on the line, so... Oh, what? Network errors. Network errors. Roll back. See if we can start this up again. There we go. Come on back, Timmy. There we go. We got Naomi over the top rope. I think all the women are out on the floor. She's about to fly. Oh, not really. She was going to the top turnbuckle, but Carmella kind of hit her like this in the back. Whatever this is, I guess it's supposed to hurt. Thank you guys so much. We are up to 505 likes currently, and we're only an hour into this broadcast. Who knows how well we could do with them likes? By the end of the night, we may be at 1,000, and we may have to throw a party. No, I'm sorry, we won't throw a party, but I will be over. We've had too many parties this weekend as it is. Let's see what we got. Justin saying Becky Lynch. I'm just gonna call. Is it Trasty? Trasty McNasty? I'm just gonna call you McNasty. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. They ask how you doing. You doing? How you doing? How's Carmella doing? Right now, her back just went into the guardrail. Oh, and Alexa Bliss with her acrobatics goes to eliminate Nikki and only gets a 2. Thank you for becoming a fan. Appreciate that. And if you hit that notification button on the page there, you'll be notified every time that we go live, which should be every month. 2 times a month, since each pay-per-view, since each brand has its own pay-per-view. Alexa Bliss almost got taken out by Nikki Bella, but only got a 2. McNasty became a fan. Thank you for becoming a fan and hanging out with us. Newest members of the Sick Nation, and you can, like I said, you can join us every month, 2 times now on. Rob is back in the room hanging out with us. We're at 10 viewers. 507 likes. This is unbelievable likes going on. Unbelievable talk going on in the chat. I love all this. This is a good night. Good night, folks. And thank you very much. You and the Sick Nation are the ones that are making it happen. Luke the Boss just became a fan. Thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out with us, and becoming the newest member of the Sick Nation. Rob says, man, what a match right now. The women's title. Who doesn't like to watch some women rough it up every now and then? Although I didn't really care for the comment that was made earlier in the week by Sasha Banks when she kind of dissed the bra and panties matches and stuff. Being an attitude buff, an attitude era buff, I mean, those were what we all looked forward to. That's what we talked about at school, man. But of course, we were hopped up on hormones, so I mean, I now, as an adult, I understand why it might not be the best thing. Maybe we shouldn't have been watching it, but let's see where we're at. Luke said, can I show you the screen? Unfortunately, cannot do that. That would be a violation of the terms of go into the broadcast. You can you can go through other avenues. You can find other streams that will show the broadcast, but they will get shut down eventually. I tried just showing replays on my first stream, and I got busted from YOUNOW. They sent me some letter in it, but so I can't show you the screen, but I can tell you what's going on usually, as long as I'm not too distracted, which happens. So I'm sorry. But right now we got Carmella, Nikki Bella and Alabama Slam by Nikki Bella onto Carmella. Gets a 2 count, almost 3. Nobody's been eliminated yet. Really, Nikki Bella has been on. She's been pretty much in the ring, performing. For a good little while right now. Becky Lynch did a little showing and then got knocked off the top turnbuckle and has not come back. Nikki Bella has been battling with Alexa and Carmella right now. McNasty asked me Styles or Ambrose. I'm going with Styles. As I said earlier, I'm fine either way. You know, I mean, I don't have a problem with either guy having the belt. But I do feel like making Ambrose's character a little, you know, trying to be more cocky and just arrogant and just full of himself. So if you're putting yourself over that high, you know, arrogant, you kind of deserve to lose in a way. Like, in my head. I don't know. That character-wise, that's how I would build it, but it's whatever. Alexa Bliss is just trying to pin anybody out. McNasty said he agrees with me. Sick minds think alike, you know. Alexa Bliss throwing a hissy. She's throwing her little hissy fit because she couldn't get the 3 count. Whips Carmella. And Becky Lynch makes her way back in. And Becky Lynch looks like she's going for a standing disarmer. I think she was trying to work her into the disarm her. Into the turnbuckle. Oh, that was actually a decent move. That wasn't right there. A couple sets of setup moves by Alexa Bliss. So, I mean, I'm a little impressed by that. But I still don't think you're ready. I think these two, Carmella and Alexa Bliss, should battle each other, and that's who should be going at each other all the time anyways. Like, I don't feel like they is deserving of any type of feud with any of the other girls. Nikki Bella just knocked Carmella out of the ring after Alexa Bliss out of the ring. So now all the other girls are on the floor, and Nikki Bella gonna fly! No, got denied by Carmella. Carmella just caught her with, like, I don't know. I'm sure it was supposed to be like a spear type thing, but oh yeah, Naomi's in this match. I forgot. She just made her way back in. Threw Carmella back out. Now really all the girls are out there, and it's Naomi gonna fly a springboard crossbody on the entire rest of the women, and then stood up and kind of did like a "yeah, that's what I do" type thing. Now she wasn't sure who to pick. She picks up Natty because, you know, Natty hasn't had anything to do in this match. Neither has Naomi. So they said, hey, why don't you and I? Oh, and before she could even put a move on her, Alexa Bliss in behind Naomi, punches her in the back, throws her back out of the ring for Natalya. But I thought they were friends. I thought they were compadres. Compadres. There we go. Had to roll that R a little bit. Sorry, I'm really bad at accents. I probably shouldn't try, but I just can't help myself. In the corner 4. No. Natalya was put up in the corner, was getting the 10 punches. Then she went to go for a powerbomb on Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss holding onto the ropes. Now Naomi, we're gonna do with a Tower of Doom. Tower of Doom. Oh, blockbuster by Naomi with a powerbomb from Natalya. Both Alexa Bliss, and she's first one eliminated. Check. Called that one.
So Alexa Bliss becomes the first eliminated. We're down to 5. And look at this, Natalya and Naomi.
Now Natalya, she's on Naomi. It's N on N. Oh, and Naomi skinning the cat, or I don't know what, an attempt at skinning the cat. This was kind of a botch. Don't know. Yeah. No, that looked horrible. That was a head scissors. She flipped herself over the ropes, then had to take 2 attempts to flip back up to hook the head scissors on on Natalya, and head scissors her over the ropes, which was still sloppy as hell. And then she headbutted Nikki Bella, who's back. Nikki Bella, she went for another move. Nikki Bella caught her. Took her down, went for a pin. Natalya stopped that pin. Natalya gonna slap on a sharpshooter. And it's locked in. Is Naomi gonna tap? Right away. Right away. How to be a jobber tonight, Naomi. Golly. She didn't even try. She didn't even, like, fake an effort in that. That wasn't even, like, usually sell that it hurts, like, you know, like, no, I don't want to give up. I don't want to. No, this was just like, oh, my God, yes, I'm done. Like, she was just tired of the match. Becky Lynch and Carmella squaring up outside. I believe Carmella shoved into the steel steps. And then she got in the ring. Natalya thinks that she's going to team up with Carmella, but she just turned on Carmella. It's all good. Justin was calling that Alexa was gone. Oh, rack attack. No. Argentine backbreaker. I have never heard it called an Argentine backbreaker. You know what I know it as? A TKO. Oh, man, Natalya and Nikki Bella just got eliminated. So Becky Lynch, this has got to be in the bag, right? This is in the bag for her, right? Against... Oh, and she's going to start more stuff with Nikki Bella after she just pinned Nikki Bella and got her out. And now she took a slap from Nikki Bella. I feel like I said Nikki Bella a whole lot lately. Slap the taste out your mouth. Are you kidding me? Oh, and here's Becky Lynch. You forget about me? No, Carmella slapping the spit out of her mouth. And that's all she's doing. She's slapping her. Now she's stomping on her. We're not, please, somebody tell me we are not going to give Carmella the title. We can't, right? Like, it's got to go on Lynch, right? Oh, Justin said Alexa's no Harley Quinn, huh? True that. McNasty said CM Punk style. McNasty said she gonna win. Justin said Carmella ain't ready. She sure ain't ready. She can't even put on a match. Are you kidding me? Entire promo shtick is stolen from Enzo. Like, without Enzo and Cass, she's nothing. Like, get out of here. And that was the exploder. 2 exploder suplexes. 3rd exploder. Becky Lynch of freaking Suplex City. She thinks she's Brock Lesnar all of a sudden. McNasty asking if I saw the Punk fight last night. I did answer this question earlier. I didn't watch it. I just saw I just read the conclusion on Bleacher Report. Not sponsored. But they had said something about he tapped out in the first round or something like that. But you know, kudos to him for it, but I don't feel like he was ready or deserved it. Disarmer's on by Becky Lynch, and she just tapped Carmella. Becky Lynch is your WWE SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Woo! And it's about time. It's about time we gave Becky Lynch something. Ain't it? I mean, how long did she have to play this, like, victim role? She's still going to play the victim, but, I mean, let's go with now. Yeah, that's what I heard, McNasty, that he didn't get one punch in, he couldn't get nothing in. Dang mustache. Tickling my nose. So I guess in this women's match we kind of set up some feuds to go forward with, but I think we kind of knew that where it was going from the beginning. We're going to interview Becky Lynch.
Congratulations on becoming the first ever SmackDown.
Man, she got a lot of boobs, she.
How you're feeling right now?
I'm so excited. Sorry, I know I suck at accents. My bad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is all that I can
Oh, that
say.
was hillbilly. My bad.
It's been years.
Country themed party we were at
It's been
today.
miles.
Sorry.
It's been struggles, and you have believed in me every step of the way, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, fella.
Because of each and every one of you cheering.
Justin said he loved the Irish
You
accent.
have. It's
Well, thank you. Oh, well, thank you.
to sing my song. It's everything. I don't.
No, in all reality, I like Becky Lynch. I've liked Becky Lynch for a while. She is very deserving of the title, and it should have happened before this, you know. But at least it, I guess it made for a better story. It kind of the underdog, the feel good story that you're usually looking for in entertainment and in a story, I guess. We are still currently at number 1 on our hashtag WWE Backlash. I feel confident in saying we're going to stay at number 1 here. You guys have given me 536 likes, and I couldn't be happier for it. Thank you very much. 5 viewers hanging out with us tonight. We've been this for about an hour, 15 minutes, a little over. We just got done with the women's title match. Becky Lynch is your new women's SmackDown champ. I don't know what we got coming up next, but they're taking a slight break to show us Clash of Champions, which will be your next WWE pay-per-view at the end of the month, 6th, I believe. Which will be the next time that you'll see me there, guaranteed. Hanging out with you, ugly mug, right here. But nevertheless, as per usual in most of my live streams, I'm going to have to take a short break. Got to step to the side. I got to get a drink. I got to do some change-ups before we get to this next match, which I see with The Miz walking backstage. So are we going to get... Oh, he's going to go talk to Jagger Eaton. Ooh, he's going to try to get on a nickel like your boy John Cena did there on the Fred show, right? Anyways, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
So good to see you again.
Who do you think you are?
I'm Jack Green, star.
I know who you are. What? You think you can just skateboard in here with the Nickelodeon star power and take over? This is my dressing room, and I'm the Hollywood A-lister here.
Don't you remember me from Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Sports? I said you were amazing in the Marine movies, and then you let me be.
I was amazing in the Marine movies. That's true.
Listen, I'm sorry I took your dressing room, but let me make it up to you. Hey, would you want to be on my show, Jack Green's Mega Life? On Nickelodeon Fridays at 7:30? I mean, I'd love to see you there. Unless we can get John Cena instead.
Why, you little...
How do people call my people?
What?
Oh snap, we got Bray Wyatt attacking Randy Orton in the back.
Get out of here, Bray. Come on. Boom. Take it out. Oh. Do it. Get out of here. Come on. Don't move, Randy.
We're back. I know it's old school tonight, so I don't have my bumpers, I don't have my graphics, I don't have my green screen. I feel almost naked with you, but it's awesome because we're hanging out, we're having fun, we're watching live on the WWE Network, and we're getting ready to crown oh no, I'm sorry. I almost got too hyped for this. So, my bad. We got the out. They're going to take on the Hype Bros. The winner of that match will go on to face Heath Slater and Rhino for the first ever WWE Tag Team SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos, who recently turned heel, by the way, I'll keep that in mind, so we know why they're doing their dirty tactics in the rings. Yeah. Bray Wyatt attacked Randy Orton in the back. He was I guess, trying to injure his ankle or something. McNasty says Slater and Rhino all the way. I would love to see that. I think it would be awesome. Like, I feel like you could push the story a little bit further. So somehow they get screwed in a way by the Usos, who I think are going to win this match and go on to face Heath and Rhino. And I think the Usos will do a heel move. They'll do the heel thing and will walking out with the titles, but screwing over, where it would garner our authority figures to keep Slater around a little longer, go a little bit more. But you do make a good point there, McNasty, by saying that AA, who I believe is, you're talking American Alpha, yes, is going to cost the Usos. They could, I had that thought too, but I don't know. I don't feel like they'll and it wouldn't make much sense to put the Hype Bros and Rhino together, like against each other for the titles, because they're both supposed to be good guys. The crowd's supposed to be behind both of them. So you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to see them fight. So then it's just gonna. You much rather see somebody that you want to boo and somebody that you want to cheer. I just feel like it'll be the Usos, and then the Usos will go on and win. And then, like, once they do something dirty and they win, then George will be like, oh, you cheaters and da-da-da, whatever. Thank you to Big Chris for becoming a fan. Newest member of the Sick Nation here tonight, hanging out with us. And we're about to get this tag team tournament final, I don't know, whatever. We're about to find out who's going to fight for the SmackDown WWE Tag Team Championships. That's what we're about to do. And I'm glad to see that the Usos don't have the face paint on. They don't have the hyper colors on. They're decked out in black. They got no face. I don't even think they really did their, from what I remember, no, I think it just started with their music. They no longer, which is all the stuff that I complained about, all the stuff that I didn't like. I hated that part of their intro. I've always hated that. Like, maybe with a little bit of a dark attitude, I might start to like the Usos a little more again. Oh, but you got Mojo Riley in there, and he stays hyped. You know it, bro. Justin said no face paint. They're going to use Twin Magic. Now, anybody who's watched this live stream before, shouldn't it? I don't know the two Usos apart. I don't know their names. I know one's Jimmy and one's Jay, but I never can get them together. So, while that idea sounds like they could use Twin Magic, they can't. Obviously they couldn't, because one's a little chunkier than the other one. Like, they're different in the faces. But I just never taken the time to put whose face, whose name. But it would be funny if somehow they pulled that off, though. If they busted out Twin Magic and the ref's like, oh, I didn't know. I couldn't tell them. One's got a shirt on, one doesn't. McNasty said later and Rhino win. Who they gonna feud with? Usos and AA is the feud. It is. You're right. McNasty main feud, and they wouldn't. Rhino and Slater would have nobody other than shoehorn a feud for them. You'd have to just, you know, or you set them up against, you're going to let them go up against, you know, the Vaudevillains and Breezango nothing about the titles sounds like something that you could write good, you know, or write well, you know. Whereas you put the, like I said, you put the belts on the Usos, and it writes its own story, you know. But I know I've been missing some of the action that's been going on, and for that I apologize. We got Zack Ryder in there, Naomi's husband, Uso. And, I don't know, a lot just happened there. I think there was a somewhat of a tag. It was like a blind tag. And then Slater, what am I talking about? Ryder got kicked around, got knocked through into the turnbuckles and then fell through the ropes. So now on the outside, I believe it's Jimmy Uso, and he's throwing the slaps, throwing the chops. He's whooping up on Zack Ryder. And now he rolls him in, goes for a pin, and gets a 1, maybe 1.5. Big Chris says he's a huge WWE fan. We all are big, huge WWE fans, and welcome to the live stream, and welcome to the Sick Nation, brother. Place where we can all be fans and have fun and just geek out, mark out, and just have a good old time. Usos are dominating right now on Zack Ryder. Nice double team move.
The problem with Zack Ryder here is Usos never make a mistake. They're just winners. 2-time tag champs, 2-time Slammy Tag Team of the Year. Only a 2 count. And that's why they got so upset when they got surprised by America.
Justin said if they had their way, Khali and Hornswoggle would use twin magic. Oh, yeah, they'd find some way to do it. Instead, they used a different type of magic act with them. It made them disappear, right? Both of them. Poof! Sipsu? I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. I'm going to call you Sipe. C-Y-P. Sipe. Said would match of the year. I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to there. Maybe the Usos and Alpha would be match of the year. Maybe. Or maybe he was referencing the Khali and Hornswoggle using twin magic. That would obviously be a contender, right? Yeah, it must have been to Justin, because Justin's saying haha back, so it's all good. Moving on. We still got Zack Ryder getting whooped up on by the Usos. It's Jay. Jay is the one without the shirt. Jimmy is the one with the shirt. So Jimmy is the one that is married to Naomi, and Jay is the one that seems to have the more skinnier face. Okay. Maybe I can remember that. Probably not. McNair asks, who else hates Mojo? Mojo Riley, like, I like the idea that he, you know, like, I like that whole, I like the saying, you know. I like, you know, I don't get hyped, I stay hyped. I like that part, but a lot of the other stuff he does, he just seems like, I don't know, like a hyperactive kid. You know, like he's a hyperactive toddler, like running around the ring, and he's and it's just you can't be that amped and win legit matches and be good and stuff. You're naturally gonna hurt yourself each time. And over on the Usos corner, they are wearing Zack Ryder out tonight. Sasha asked who won. Justin was being kind enough to let her know that Becky won the women's title, which is true. Yes, Becky won. Becky, WWE Women's Champion. Right now, we are trying to figure out who's going to take on Heath Slater and Rhino for the WWE Tag Team. It's between the Usos and the Hype Bros. And Ryder has got to make this hot tag. And he's crawling. He's desperately trying to get this tag. But you know an Uso's going to come in just in the nick of time. Oh, what a hot tag. Oh, here's the Uso down. It would be Jey Uso down. Jey Uso down again. Couple, 3 forearms take him out. Or clotheslines by Mojo Rawley. And into the corner with a Mojo Splash. And another Mojo Splash. And Jimmy Uso comes running in and gets thrown right over the top rope. Oh, so off the top rope, caught into a fireman's carry. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it was decent. Oh, looking for the Hype Rider, but not going to happen because Jimmy Uso pulled Mojo Rawley out and smacked his head into the ring apron. Jey Uso inside the ring gets on the top turnbuckle. Zack Ryder's there. My nose is itchier than the crud. Sinuses. Oh, Zack Ryder going for a pin, but only gets a 2. Jimmy Uso comes in and goes right back through the ropes. Jey Uso and and he sidesteps Mojo Rawley, who just had a guardrail.
1-on-2 right now, though.
We got a tag from the Usos. Front. Oh! They're working over Zack Ryder's leg just like they worked over what's his face? Gable. Or whichever alpha they messed up. I forget which one they tap out. Jimmy Uso just got the tap out victory over Zack Ryder, so they will face Heath Slater and Rhino, I would imagine, a little later on tonight for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. McNasty said he digs the old pay-per-view names coming back. Yeah, I kind of dig it. But I mean, it's just a name. You're not really, bring back Halloween Havoc and make it like Halloween Havoc, and then, we can maybe talk. Crip said it's the new era. Oh yeah, you can bring back War Games. You want to bring that I want to see that I used to love from WCW. Not War Games, but World War III, where we had 3 up, and every single person you could think of was in it, and it was a 3-ring, like 90, what was it, 60 or 90 guy Royal. That was always amazing. I just always thought that was like one of the coolest pay-per-views, one of the coolest ideas. The 3 rings, and they would go from ring, you could go walk from ring to ring. And then the other matches throughout the night were cool because you always had those little extras where they would go to a different, I think I saw one, they jumped from one ring all the way to the other ring, and took a dude out. Like, that stuff's cool. I used to love that.
Thank you so much. You're always lovely and everything. Listen, man. I don't know what's going on inside here, but I'm freaking out a little bit. Beulah made this crab dip, but she used like artificial crab, so I don't think it was that. You know, I don't know, my stomach's like flip-flopping. I gotta win this, you know, I have to, and all this stuff. Hey, like I went like 5 times today. Like 5. Still why?
Well, I mean, 5.
You've been swerved! I'm just making sure, you know, you weren't nervous and everything and all that stuff. I was just, I knew the cameras and everything was on. You should be nervous. Let's go out there and do this. Woo!
Oh, so Juvenile to laugh at poop jokes, but
I'll be back. I'll go.
Heath Slater making poop jokes on WWE Backlash.
I have to go too.
And then, no, making, I guess that's supposed to be his sexy face at Renee Young. Who wouldn't? Just joking. There we go. We are down. Let's see. Let me kick back over and see what else we got here. I would imagine Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt's going to wait a little bit. I would imagine, obviously, our world match is going to wait a bit. And the only other... it's got to be Dolph Ziggler and The Miz next, right? Unless they're going to have just a match put together like today that they didn't even announce. I don't know.
I do very good.
You are doing very good. Yeah.
On a fruit standpoint, it's all gone, so you don't have to worry about me eating any more of that. Sorry. Wasn't trying to turn this into a thing or anything. That was last weekend, Saturday. Did a live stream. It was the Taco Bell 12-pack. I had the Hall brothers on with me. It took us way longer than it probably should have to eat the 12 tacos. You can check that out on the YouTube page, youtube.com/Sic Fritz 311. Sasha said yay. Sasha said she hopes The Miz versus Dolph is next. Sipes said Randy Orton isn't wrestling. They haven't officially said that I heard. They haven't said anything. I mean, I know we saw what we saw. We saw Bray Wyatt attack him backstage or whatever. So maybe we use that as the angle as to why that doesn't happen. But then you're even one more match down. It's a pay-per-view that's got 4 matches on it or something. It does look like it's The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. McNasty said Ziggler Miz feud behind it. It doesn't really have. What would have made it great is if Daniel Bryan could have came back and could have got right off the bat. Like if he could have came out and started talking right back to The Miz about everything, then it would make way more sense. But when Daniel Bryan starts the feud and then he steps back and all of a sudden Dolph Ziggler's taking on the fight, that don't make no sense to me. One does not make a sense to me, but whatever. That's the video package we're running right now on the network. Sasha's worried that Orton might not be fighting. She said she hates Bray, and Justin said Bray isn't just a man, he is a god. In his own mind, he is the god of gods. Don't get me wrong, I like Bray Wyatt. I love the character. I love the Wyatt family. I like the aspect of it, but I feel like WWE squanders it. Like you could have him do so much. You could have him do so much more, than they do. What do they have him do? He talk. Believe me, he is an awesome talker on the mic. He is amazing. But then they put him in the match, and he loses every time. He doesn't win anything. Never wins the big match. Never wins the big feud. He always ends up losing. So how am I supposed to believe in you? Your brother, by the way. But how am I supposed to believe in what you say? And how competitor? How am I supposed to? Why would I fear you? You're not the new face of fear because you talk a big game and you beat me up beforehand, but then somehow lose. So explain that in one of your hour-long sermons that you want to come out and spout out. Again, I'm not hating on Bray Wyatt. I like Bray. I own 3 Wyatt family shirts, so believe I don't just get drunk, I stay drunk. Good one, McNasty. Give you the credit for it. Don't worry. I like that. That's funny. That should be on a shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com. You need to get on that. No, I'm answered. Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring. I need to take a quick break. Let me see here. Sasha said that she might get a Rollins shirt. That'd be cool. I like. He's had a couple decent, cool designs. Justin said, good point. But I think they need to book Bray. They do need to book Bray better, and that's what I was just griping about. But Miz is backstage griping at Daniel Bryan right now. Sasha says Seth is handsome. I don't know that I should comment on another dude's handsomeness, but I mean, I could see why they're over him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But
I want the respect I deserve in writing, and I want to be paid like the A-lister that I am.
Oh, he's trying to contract negotiate before a match. Who's he think, the Warrior?
Nothing? You have nothing to say to me?
Does he think he's the Ultimate Warrior? He's going to hold him up for money beforehand? I'm not going out there to wrestle unless you pay me, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Daniel, after I retain my Intercontinental Championship, negotiations are going to get...
But I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back.
So I want you to put me in a little cubby hole, and I want you to watch me do what you can't do anymore.
Time to renegotiate before this match, Daniel. And you can't take business personal.
I mean, that's such a rotten thing to say, too, especially because The Miz never wants to defend the Intercontinental title. Daniel should do. He put a clause in his contract.
And his opponent, bringing company to the ring by Maurice, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in 200 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. WWE Backlash, brought to you by SmackDown Live, being seen all over the world. We'd like to say hello to our Russian broadcasters, Margaret and Insurance. Огромное спасибо, друзья, что вы вместе с нами в этот исторический вечер. Первый Backlash, первый SmackDown Live Pay-Per-View. Дамы и господа, здесь прибыли вершине. Ура! Brazilian Broadcasting, Marco Alfaro and Roberto Figueroa. Estamos em ritmo, Regina, para seu presente na Combo Backlash. Já conhecemos uma nova mulher campeã do SmackDown. Temos vários títulos ainda para serem decididos essa noite. And our Japanese commentators are Shunya Yamaguchi and Funaki-san. WWE Network Backlash. スマックダウンからですね。当日瞬間、はい、スマックダウン初のペーパービューですね。International broadcasters are here. The WWE Intercontinental Championship up for grabs. Pedigree going back to 1979 when Pat Patterson became the inaugural champion. But tonight, Dolph Ziggler putting pressure on himself.
No, absolutely. This match is not just about the Intercontinental title. It's about a lot more than that. Ziggler challenged Miz to prove to himself that he's not a coward, but at the same time, he wants to prove to everyone that he still belongs here. The guy hasn't won a match in a little while. He's got some things he needs to prove to himself.
Okay, we're going to do some commentary off camera here because according to you now, I'm not allowed to get on the camera with a cigarette, so. Double leg takedown by Miz, whooping up on the Miz right now.
Look at this. This is how you start, though.
I can pop in like this, though, mate. What's up? Justin said Miz is the great heel. I've always agreed. I said that. Everybody always tells me that they hate the Miz. I always say you're supposed to hate the Miz. So, job. Sasha said ugly Miz. Sipe said, or Sipe became a fan. Welcome to the Sipe. We appreciate you hanging out and having a good old time with us. Hit that notification icon there. You'll be notified every time that I go live for not just these papers. I start going live a lot more frequent, maybe. Maybe try to do some challenges, or who knows? Maybe I'll feel goofy one night. We'll do a karaoke. But try to give you a little more content, give you a little more me if that's what you guys really want. And I hope that's what you want, because I want more of you. Dolph Ziggler doing what Dolph Ziggler does, which is showing off all this amateur wrestling that been boasting about. And that's, I don't know. It's nice to see, don't get me wrong, I like seeing the moves and everything, the collegiate wrestling or whatever, but I don't know. I don't like when it just looks like all you're doing is hugging on a dude. Like, that bothers me. It's slow and it's boring. What else we got? Sasha said there's a WWE challenge I found. There is. She's on day 2 of it. Well, why don't you pop up a link there? You can send it to send it to me somehow through either the YOUNOW messages or put it up there on the screen or chat or hit me up on Twitter or something. Let me know what that is. I haven't seen it. What kind of challenge is it? Explain it to me a little bit. Dolph Ziggler trying for a super kick already, but Miz said, "Oh no, not my money maker." Sorry, I had to run back out the room. Justin asked, do I follow back on Twitter? 9 times out of 10, yeah. Anybody that follows me on Twitter, I almost always will follow back. Oh, he spelled Twitter wrong like 2 different times, but it's all good, man. Twitter, whatever. And McNasty said he followed me on Twitter. Thank you very much. My phone just went off. That's probably the alert telling me that you did. Don't worry, by sometime tonight I will follow you back. I'm not too active on Twitter. If you hit me up, I'll usually respond. I just don't really check the actual feeds, but I follow almost. If you can see who I follow, it's every WWE, it's every wrestler, about 98% of them are wrestlers, independent wrestlers, professionals, and all the rest.
it too. He's jumping all over it. I think you're right.
Miz going for a cover and only gets a 2. I hear some clamoring about. It looked like Dolph was trying to pop his shoulder back inside. Are we really already like trying to rip gimmicks and rip storylines?
Look at me shaking that arm. You lose feeling, you lose strength in that arm. That's what Dolph Ziggler looks to be going through right now.
Miz is kicking Dolph, rolling him basically over to the rope, and then he put his foot on his head and kind of shoved it against the rope. The longest cigarette ever. I'm sorry, guys.
So just grounded him, grinding, and making this his own match.
Just wearing him down.
All right.
And Miz is perfectly.
And real quick, can we just say, Maris? Anyways, enough of the perv alert out of the way. Sasha says she tweeted me the challenge. Cool, that in a bit. Justin asked, is Paige quitting WWE? You know, I have no freaking clue, man. I've heard both the story go both ways. One second they say that she's quitting, the next second they say that she's not quitting. I heard she got legal representation. I know Del Rio's out. She was dating Del Rio, so I mean maybe it's like an AJ Lee Punk thing. Because I really want to see Paige back. I really want to see Perv Alert. Sorry. Justin said the best part of seeing Miz is you get to see Maris as well. Very, very true. Very true. Miz hooking Dolph Ziggler's legs in the beginning of a surfboard, and then just kind of jumped up and slammed his knees right into the mat. Sasha said her friend told Alberto Del Rio. She said her friend told her that Paige is quitting and Alberto Del Rio is. That is official. I can absolutely vouch, or not vouch, but I can absolutely say that is official. He's been released. In fact, he's already got independent signings. He's already like doing other shows. Because again, not sponsored or anything, but he's gonna be at WPW on YouTube or whatever, doing tapings this Thursday. So, and that'll probably air like next month, but. The Miz he's doing the yes chant, taunting WCPW. The Miz is he's laying into. The Miz is looking dominant right now on Dolph Ziggler. He's putting the boots to him and he's knocking him every which way but loose. So as long as he doesn't mess up anytime soon, got this. Justin asked, where is Del Rio gone to? Like I said, I know he is doing WCPW, which is a British wrestling thing. It's whatculture.com or on YouTube, What Culture Wrestling. I'm not collaborating or anything. I watched that channel. I like the channel. I like the guys. I think they're entertaining and funny and hilarious. And I would love to work for them one day. It'd be awesome. I feel like they have way too much fun over there, but. I know he's doing that, and I heard some dates booked down in Mexico because that's what he's going. He's going by his old Alberto El Pacino name. Does he go back to Lucha Underground? Maybe, but I don't feel like he was that young either. Sasha said her friend told her that Paige quit because she did not like she show than him. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different stories that are going around. One rumor is that officials kind of told Paige, like, she needed to break up with Del Rio or she was going to be fired anyways, which I don't feel like do that. But I don't know what their contracts are. Justin said he thinks that Del Rio will go to AAA. That's what I'm saying. Like, some sort of Mexican or luchador type wrestling is probably where, you know, he'll do a lot of shows, because that's where he's big. That's where he's really known and his stake, you know. But Ziggler with a 2 count off a roll up. And the Miz sent his shoulder right into the ring post. Dolph went for a zigzag. Miz caught him into a power bomb. Power bomb bounce off the rope, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Springboard. Sasha asks, she wonders if we'll see Eva back soon. Eva Marie, her 30-day suspension, I believe, is up in like a week or so. I think it was somewhere in that type of a time frame. It's real close, so we should be seeing her soon, I'm sure. You know, and they'll claim that she's back from vacation because that's the write-off that we gave her. Oh, that's nice. Dolph went for a big boot to Miz as he was running into the corner. He caught his leg, dropped down. Justin asked, do you think WWE will ever turn Cena heel? I mean, he did his heel thing when he was young, and it worked, and I liked it. That's what really made me a fan of John Cena back then. But I feel like I want to say no, but at the same time, you could. I mean, I think they've almost missed the point. Like, they've almost missed. They're past the point of turning him heel. Like, now you're just. You know what I mean? Like, you won't get the same effect that you would had you had done it a few other times that you had the chance. Site said word life, basic thugonomics. McNasty said no. Sasha said, what was going on with Roman? He was trending on Facebook. I must have missed that one. Oh, you know what? I heard. I don't know if this is what it was about, but I remember reading something on a wrestling post page or something that was talking about somebody was saying that Roman has an unfair advantage because he wears a protective vest. And yeah, there you go. Justin's talking about it. Someone started a petition to lose his vest because they say that he's too protected and everybody else has to take all the shots to your body, whereas he gets to be protected by the chest, and it's not fair. I mean, I can agree to an extent, yes, but he did it for so long, and it's always been part of the gimmick. So, I mean, why do we pick now to make a big stink about it? You know, I mean, he's been doing it for 2-3 years now, so I don't have a problem with it. You know, DDT from Dougler got a 2 3/4 probably. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's part. I understand that they say it's not fair and all. Like I say, if you want to cry it's not fair, you should have cried it wasn't fair right after the Shield debut. The first or second ad, you should have said, "Oh, it's not fair then." But you liked the Shield and you were okay with it. Then it was fine then. Now you got a problem with it for whatever reason. And I'm not saying whoever, like you guys that are talking about it in the chat. I'm saying whoever started the petition, whoever, I feel like I don't see what the deal is, because it's the same thing as if you were to say I wear wrestling boots, but this guy wears kick pads, so it's unfair because his whole shin, knees, and foot are all protected, whereas mine aren't. Or I shouldn't have to take kicks from that guy because he doesn't wear kick pads like I do. Your gear is your gear. If you got a problem with him wearing a vest, you wear one too. Plain and simple. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we saw R-Truth wrestle in a bulletproof vest a few times. Nobody really had a problem with that, so I don't know. I think it's just somebody getting up in arms just to get up in arms. That just wants some attention. So more power to you, I guess. Miz had what looked to be a figure 4 locked on. Dolph Ziggler ended up making it to the ropes. Miz pulled him back to the center of the ring, and he worked back on the knee. Now he hit him with that running kick to the face. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice here. Sipe said Roman without his vest. I kind of agree. I mean, it wouldn't be the same. It takes away from the tactical look. If you're going to take the vest away, then you got to take all of it away, and you got to give him some other gear. So then he's going to be in, he's going to be in tight knee pads and boots, and going to look kind of generic. Exactly. Justin said, just someone jumping on the Reigns hater train. That's honestly, yeah, that's what I would say it probably is. But was able to stir up enough talk, it became news, and it happens all the time. I mean, what does it take to really go on the make up a complete lie and 1, 2, no. Oh man, we had like 3 roll-up close victory roll, or not victory roll, but just sprayed Dolph Ziggler in the eyes with some hairspray or dry shampoo or something. Skull crushing finale, and the Miz just retained his WWE Intercontinental title. Can you dig it? I can dig it, because that's I think I'm on a roll, right? I've won all these. I've gotten each one right, I think, so far. Ooh, sorry, not flipping anybody off. What, cat? What? Well, jump down. I can't get you down. Let's see here. Sasha asked, but when Seth was in the Shield, did he wear a vest? I forgot. I think the other guys wore vests to the ring, but then they took them off before, and they weren't like the full padded, it didn't have the big pad on the front like Roman's. Roman's always did, but, and it's like screaming out, I came today, which is the Miz's music because he just won. We all heard that come across the speakers. Justin said Dolph deserves a push. He deserves a push a lot better than what they've been pushing him, which is this underdog of like, oh, I'm going to come up, I'm coming up, and I can't. Yeah, you agree? I know. Justin said, haha, your cat jumping in on the cat. Everybody jumps in on conversations around here, okay? People pop in all the time. You never know what you might kind of live stream with Sic Fritz, going kick-off panel right now, just talking about basically, you know, it's our midpoint where we kind of say, oh, you know, let's take a quick break and let people catch their breath for a second. Sasha really wanted Dolph to win. Unfortunately, it did not go Dolph's way again. But he does have a legit, he can say, you know, there was outside interference and it wasn't fair and all that stuff, and possibly continue it on. Because I'm sure he'll come out Tuesday and he'll say that, you know, Miz was a coward because he had to have his wife come in and get involved and da-da-da. So why don't you and I go at it one more time, one-on-one, with Maurice barred from ringside and see if you can do it by yourself or whatever. Just saying. No, and I'm, again, not plugging this show or nothing. But if you want to see an amazing women's wrestling match, WCPW had Vince's title match on their, I believe it was Stacked program, which you can find on their YouTube page. You should check out that match at least. And in particular, this nasty German suplex from one chick to another, and the chick landed right on a chair, and her neck was like, right. I mean, it looked nasty. It was a good match. So you want to see a good women's look right there. That is an amazing match. Just saying. We're getting ready for Bray versus Randy Orton. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Bray making his way out to the ring. You can see the Fireflies are alive and the whole arena lit up with Firefly cell phones. Sasha said, so for the Divas, who was up against Becky? Well, it came down to Becky and because it was all the women's division from every member of the women's roster on SmackDown outside of Eva Marie, who is still on suspension, but all the rest of them were in the match. It was an elimination style 6-way match. Got down to, weirdly enough, Carmella and Becky Lynch, and I think it was only because you needed a heel guy for Becky to beat. You couldn't really have her beat Nikki Bella without making it would look too bad. It would look bad because you got one good guy pinning another good guy, which means that they would have had to usually like try to beat each other up like they had animosity with each other. But anyways, that's who it came down to, was Becky and Carmella, and Disarmer, and Carmella tapped out. Of course, not as quick as Naomi in that match. Got put in the sharpshooter and like got turned over for like a 2-second count, and so was tapping. Bray Wyatt trying to look more and more like he should be a member of Rob Zombie. I feel like he should be starring in Rob Zombie's new movie. What is that? 32, 23, 39, whatever it is. Sasha says, ugly Bray. Oh, we're getting a letter being brought to the announcer, so I think you guys are right. Randy Orton isn't wrestling. Due to injury, he cannot be cleared tonight.
Bray Wyatt has insisted on the official 10 count to certify his victory by a forfeit.
Bray Wyatt is demanding a 10 count to get a victory, even though Randy Orton could not be medically cleared to compete tonight. Supposedly, it's kayfabe, you know, it's storyline-wise, but we're at 7, we're at 8, we're at 9, we're at 10. That's the only way Bray Wyatt can win a match. Sasha asked, what do I think about Braun on Raw? I don't know. Why don't you give him somebody other than a jobber? Or, you know, quit giving him these stupid squash matches. Don't give him a Sin Cara. Don't give him a nobody. You know, put him up against somebody decent and let me see what he does and how he is. And then I can make a judgment.
Bray Wyatt will be competing in a no-harm match against this man.
Uh-oh. Bray Wyatt's still putting a match, though. No holds barred. Against. Against. Kane. Which is weird, right? But this is how SmackDown is innovative, and they are different, and they're flipping the script, and they're changing things up, and they're shaking WWE, right? By throwing Kane in stupid spots. Justin says Luke Harper to interfere. Yeah, why not? And then we'll set up another friggin' tag team on tag team. Sipes and Mike the Milkman. Sasha says, "Yay, Demon Kane." I almost feel like Kane is. No offense to anybody who likes Kane, because I was always a big Kane fan. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he's way past his prime. I don't feel like there's much more you can do with him. He's just, they don't, maybe it's not him. I'm not saying it might not be him. It's probably the way WWE handles him and his character, but, like, it's just, I don't know. This no holds barred match has gotten underway, and Kane was devastating, just decimating Bray Wyatt on the outside. Started to clear off one of the announce tables to try to do something, put Bray through it, and Bray started fighting back, clocked him with the ball 2 or 3 times. Justin said, Sasha said, "Yay, Demon Kane," and Justin said, "He ain't no demon anymore." Don't call him Demon Kane. They just call Kane, but I mean, I guess he's, I don't know when he became the Demon, being the Demon's or the Devil's favorite playmate. I don't know what it was. There was something else he was called. You know, outside of being called the Big Monster and whatever else, you know, cheesy little nicknames they had for him in the past, but he's just Kane, you know, like, I don't know. It's Kane. It's Kane, you know. And Bray Wyatt is knocked to the outside again by Kane. Oh, and Bray Wyatt with a chair to Kane's knee. So he's gonna take out the demon, right? He's gonna take out the big red Kane. Who remembers when Kane couldn't talk and then he had to talk like this? Sasha says she was Balor on Raw. I think we all miss Balor on Raw. And there was hope that he was going to come back in like 4 months. They figured out that it was worse than it was, and so he's legit going to be out 6 months, they say. Which really sucks, because that's half a year. He'd be forgotten in 2 months, you know. I won't forget him, and when I hear that music hit for the first time once he comes back, I'm gonna just like everybody else that was popping that night that he won the Universal title. He hopes he will be back for Mania. Me too. I hope he'll be back too, but he was making it sound. He was making it sound like even if doctors cleared him early, he's not going to come back early. He's going to work until he's ready or whatever. But that could all just be set up for, make it look better if he does come back early. Sasha has said Bray should have been versus John Cena. John Cena's on his plate right now. He's too busy breaking ring ropes with the Big Show at House. I saw that. That was hilarious. I saw that on Big Show. Cena was laying on the mat. Big Show got to the middle turnbuckle and was gonna bounce off and land on him. Ropes broke and he fell flat on his butt. It was hilarious. Currently got 7 views, 154 amazing likes. That is, you folks, that's what that's from, and I hate it from the depths of my soul. Still sitting at number 1 on our hashtag of WWE Backlash, and I, like I said, feel awful confident that we will stay there. Can't nobody touch us, huh? Sasha says Mania, Roman, perfect match. I believe you mean, who do you mean? You mean Balor or you mean Cena? You gotta mean Balor, right? Because I almost feel like Cena's to a point now where he sits there and it's gonna bother me. Is the way that he runs it, he's always running his mouth about how The Rock left and, after saying that he wouldn't go nowhere and da-da-da. John Cena is now to a point where he is talking like, I love this place, I will always be at this place, and da-da-da. But yet, you're constantly leaving to go do movies, you're constantly leaving to go do TV shows or whatever else. I feel like he's falling into the same pattern. He's gonna become a part-timer real quick. Mocking Randy Orton with his signature stance, and then from announce table to announce table, with a running backsplash, basically. Put Kane through the other announce table. The crowd is chanting "Holy shite." I don't feel like that was really like a holy moment, Sasha says she was talking about Balor, and then she said Cena is talking like how he is gonna quit soon. That's what I'm saying. Like, I swear I read something somewhere that said that he had asked for a lighter schedule or a lighter contract. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't keep playing that role if you're gonna go the other way. You can't. I don't know. Where have you been the past few Tuesdays? Ever since you lost to AJ, you ain't been seen on SmackDown. You ain't been period outside of that Facebook post that showed fucking Big Show falling on his butt. Sipe said, hopefully Dean will plant Balor like he will AJ. I mean, I would imagine Sipe thinks that Dean's going to win. I don't know. It's I don't know how you would put Balor and Dean Ambrose together. They're on two different shows, so it would have to be a cross. You know, then you'd have to have. You know, that part wouldn't make sense to me. But stranger things have happened. Like Nikki Bella comes out on a pay-per-view as a heel and is good by Tuesday. Sasha said, let's see if AJ Styles can run the place like he said. She's saying that it's a good thing that Cena has. But you can't see him anyways. You could never see John Cena. That's his gimmick, right? That's his role. And they, but she's, you know, oh, here's Randy Orton limping his way. But I definitely feel like run the place. I mean, he could run SmackDown. I mean, oh, RKO! I think Randy Orton feels pretty medically cleared. What is this? What's he kicking out? What is he phoning up for? So, in one pay-per-view, Bray Wyatt has won and lost a match. Kane, your victor. And gives up Randy Orton. And... Sasha says, sorry, folks. Like I said, had a long weekend and a very long day today. But I wasn't gonna turn down doing a live stream because dedication I got. 1, 2, 3 fingers. No, I know. It's a different show. All my stuff's ripped off. Sasha said, yay Orton, and then she said, Brock is suspended now. Not really. Because as far as I understand, here in about 2 weeks, about 30 minutes up there in Chicago or Rosemont, is the rematch Brock Lesnar against Randy Orton at a house show, which is...
I know what you're doing, hitting up every indie scene, trying to get experience, get the crap beat out of you on a weekly basis, because you guys don't know how to defend yourself. It's all about experience. I get that. You know what? Your guys are probably sleeping in your car. You can't afford hotel rooms.
AJ Styles backstage talking some smack.
I could smell it on your breath. And you guys, you're destined.
Couple
for failure.
This
is going to be a great moment in your career.
But yeah, storyline wise, Brock was fined $500 for what he did to Randy Orton the last time. We did a thing on Raw where Paul Heyman came out and ran out dollar bills and threw out a few dollar bills, and then Stephanie got all mad. They apologized to her, and then she accepted the apology, but it was weird, and nobody knows what was really going on there.
God, I hope something exciting is going to happen.
AJ, I think we're getting ready for AJ Styles to take on Dean Ambrose for your WWE shit, is what they made it look like. Maybe not. Let me see what else we got. Because there's no way. That's got to be your main event, right? So if that's our main event, we're sitting at about an hour and a half left. All right, we're going to do the tag team titles next, I bet. So we will find out who our first ever SmackDown WWE Tag Team Champions coming up here soon. We're down to three viewers, but we're at 676 likes. And I about that. We're still sitting at number 1 on our hashtag of WWE Backlash. I am Sic Fritz, of course. You are the Sick Nation. We're hanging out. We're having a good old time. But I got to take a quick break. I got to go grab me another smoke. But before I go, Sasha said she doesn't like the idea. She doesn't like that he only got fined and not suspended. And what else?
That's when an hashtag started trending. There is a revolution with women in sports happening.
And then she said she doesn't want to see Orton hurt. And then Sasha said that she might go see SmackDown Live. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see a SmackDown Live. I mean, it's cool to see any show, any legit big-time professional wrestling show live is awesome. I mean, but me, I'll go to any wrestling show. I'll frequent independents that have absolute nobodies working it. Just because you never know. Anybody that's just got that it thing, you know? She said she wonders when Sasha says SmackDown will get his USA title. I don't think they will. Raw has the US title and SmackDown has the Intercontinental title. They're just going to keep, I'm sure, the only way that'll happen, you'll swap. You'd have to flip-flop at the next draft and put the IC belt over on Raw and vice versa. While they're running these commercials, though, and they're showing No Mercy, which will be the next WWE SmackDown pay-per-view, October 9th. I'm going to take a quick break and go grab me a smoke, and I'll be right back.
Sacramento, California, for No Mercy and God. The Usos haven't joined the rest of the SmackDown Live Tag Team division. Any mercy? No, they haven't, and they got a second chance, and they are in the WWE Tag Team Championship. Let's take you back to what happened earlier tonight in that second chance tag team match.
And here's James with a chop up right to the back of Zack Ryder's leg. And then look at this. Jump kick right to the injured knee.
Exactly what they did to Chad Gable of the American Alpha Tag Team. Look at this submission. Nowhere to go for Zack Ryder. At the top. And the Usos are going to later round the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Following contest scheduled for one fall is the final of the SmackDown Tournament. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 479 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. SmackDown Tag Team Championships up for grabs for the first time ever. The Usos have eschewed everything about their old ways in Macau.
No, they're completely different. They've foregone the haka, which is how they started every match. Just coming straight to the ring, focused.
Will the Cinderella run culminate with a tag team championship
not being drafted in the WWE draft, but enough to secure a contract with SmackDown Live.
He also suffered the fate of Bueller's crab cakes earlier today, so hopefully that doesn't affect him.
That might have affected more, David. Hey, he's certainly not drafted. He was left in the room. The lights were turned out.
Well, he and Rhino elected to turn out the lights on.
Tom Brady wasn't drafted real high. Look what happened to him. He turned out okay.
Let's not forget, right now, they're facing the most dangerous Usos team I've seen in a long time.
Both of you have been successful tag team competitors, John. How much does it impact the fact the Usos have already competed once tonight?
Look, what they're going for, the Novel Championship, I don't think near as much. Look, they had a hard match earlier against the Hot Brothers.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry. Took me a little bit longer than I thought there. Sasha said if she does go, she might get a... That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be cool to get any type of interaction with some of the WWE superstars. I went to a live show that was local when I was younger. I was actually working for an independent wrestling company doing music and setting up the ring, you know, just that free volunteer stuff, trying to earn your way in and stuff. Was buddies with the owner and stuff, and we went. He was a former jobber, you know, local jobber talent for WWE. So we a local show. We were backstage, and I got to meet quite a few. You know, like not like sit down and talk. I've sat down and talked with Terry. I've sat down and talked with Abdullah the Butcher. These are not, you know, like made up things. I was at shows with those guys, and I've had conversations with them. I mean, they're legends in the business and just amazing people to talk to. A little weird sometimes, Terry Funk. It was awesome. But I did get to meet Triple H and Big Show and China and so many guys in one night, you know, because I got to go to this one little section where they were all kind of hanging out. They come by, they was with them. That part was cool. I mean, that was an experience that I can never forget. I mean, it was amazing. Talking with Terry Funk and like legit having a conversation with him was unbelievable. Like I felt like I was one of the boys at that point. Like, and that was, you know, I was 16 years old when that happened. Like, that was amazing, you know. So of course that hyped me up, thinking I was gonna, you know, oh man, I got this, you know, this is gonna be my life. Life took a different route for me, I guess. Instead, I get to sit here and talk to you guys about it, but that's cool too. I have fun. McNasty asked, did Miz win? Yes, Miz retained his title. And right now we got the tag team title match going down. The Usos against Heath Slater and Rhino. I've picked the Usos to win. But everybody else, I'm pretty sure everybody else wants Slater and Rhino to win. Welcome to Jason. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I know he stopped by last Saturday during the Taco Bell challenge towards the end there. Appreciate that as well. Again, anybody can see that video. It's up on the YouTube page, youtube.com/Sic Fritz 311. Stuff like that, you know, that was a little hashtag taco challenge, man. It definitely took a lot longer than I wanted it to. You know, but like I said, it was my first venture into that type of a stunt in a way. I'd never done nothing like that. You know, I'm not a competitive eater. I'm not a big eater. I'm definitely not, you know, Furious Pete or Eric the Electric or Matt Stone's guys that do this stuff for a living and can eat 12 tacos in a minute 30 seconds. There's just no way. I can't. But I said, you know, let's give it a try. I've done some goofy challenges like that with the Hall Bros before, off cameras. Well, we taped it, but we didn't. And we always have fun doing those, so I figured why not do a live stream of it. We were bored last Saturday. But I want to start off like that again, or not again, but more of that. Sasha said she picks the Usos as well, and she said if she gets to meet Natalya, she has a poster that she can sign. That's the best thing, is if you can get enough time that they can sign something. It's awesome. Jason said he hopes Slater and Rhino win. That's like I said, I think most people are hoping that. I just feel like you put them on. If you put it on the Usos, one, you're guaranteed. You know that they can hold the belts, they can run with them, and they can make it work. Their heel gimmick, I think, with the belts, and plus it gives more opportunity for people to chase the belts. Whereas if you give it to Slater and Rhino, you don't really have anybody for them to feud with, because that story is done pretty much. So then, what's left? You got your contract, and now what? Justin says I should do the McDonald's Big Mac challenge. I don't really like Big Macs though. What exactly is the Big Mac challenge? Is it just see how many Big Macs you could eat, or is it a certain amount and a certain time? But I don't like all the stuff that's on them, so that's what makes it hard for me. Is I'm a real picky eater for one, but I'm usually down for to try out anything. So who knows? Coming in the future, you may see that challenge. Up for suggestions, different video ideas, different challenges, different live stream ideas, different things that you want to see, happen with me and whatnot. We just broke 700, or made 700 likes with 8 viewers, and we're still #1 on our hashtag. This is an amazing night, guys. I of the love and support that is coming my way from you guys, and it means the world to me. It really does. What else we got here? Sasha said if she can meet Orton, she can ask him to sign her. And you can ask any of them to sign stuff, but it's hard if you're not at an actual signing for stuff, Like if you just run across them at some point or something, it's a little hard to always get their attention and get them to sign something, but a lot of them are cool. She said, and The Miz as well. Justin said he's got an NXT program book signed by the American Alphas. That's cool. That is awesome, especially if NXT. It's like when they were first breaking in and stuff. That's pretty cool. Sipes said Slater needs to win for his kids, and then Jason said 7 to 8 kids though. Hashtag Slater's kids. Hashtag Feed Slater's kids by McNasty. Sasha WWE challenge, but instead of days, do minutes. Oh yeah, I meant to check that out. You said you tweeted it to me. Let me. Oh, Slater! Double inverted neck breakers. I guess they're just neck breakers, but it's like an inverted cutter, basically RKO. Oh, the leaping DDT. His foot's under the ropes, and he gets drug out by the other Uso. Oh, Usos just barely saved that one. Hashtag Brock doesn't kid. It's not about Slater's kids. I can't say it here, but we know what it really is. Brock don't give a shit about Slater's kids. Gore! Gore! Oh my God, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Slater with the cover, 1, 2, 3, Rhino just won the titles! Everybody's dream just came true! Oh my... And they'll lose them on Tuesday! Okay, that's just my prediction. But I will say that was a good match. But I bet the Usos attack them. They got to. Usos have to attack them, right? Like if your heel's doing your heel job, you're gonna attack them, and you're gonna attack their leg. And American Alpha should run out and make the save. That was after catching a super kick too. That's a wow. That's awesome, dude. That was decent. Decent match. I ain't gonna lie. Sasha said Cena is on there also. I can ask Nikki to sign it for him. Jason said Slater is freaking good. He's underrated. He is pretty underrated. It's a joke for most of the time, and it's nice to see that they're kind of taking him serious and they're letting him be goofy, but in a good way. Like, it's a good push for him. And he is overjoyed. Right now.
Well, wasn't drafted. That there had to be a mistake. Which I need to thank Daniel Bryan.
It was good. Jason said it was good. Kids are proud now. Sasha said now the WWE Championship. Yes, that match should be next. Rock Band Fozzy, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. He said it was a good match. Sasha said hashtag Ambrose Asylum. Don't bring up the Ambrose Asylum. That match was horrible. I'm just playing. I know what you're talking. I'm just giving you guff. I just wanted to gripe for a minute about that match. Jason said it was awesome. Justin said Slater's kids can eat now. Buy that double wide, baby. Yeah. Getting the double wide, baby. He's just a good old boy, never doing no harm. That's what he should come out to. He should come out to the Dukes of Hazzard music, man. Jason said it was awesome. Oh, and Slater's kids can eat now. Jason laughed my ass off. Oh, S off. S. I said S. Justin said maybe Slater's kids could do the 12-pack challenge. They could probably afford it now, yes. Said hashtag dirty deeds. Sipe said soon we'll be hearing, and still your WWE champion Dean Ambrose could be. I think it'll be new WWE champion. They don't want none. They don't want none. Styles, the phenomenal one. Because if it ain't P1, it ain't phenomenal. Said they don't want none. Sasha says she misses that show on TV. I would imagine she means Dukes of Hazzard. I hope you be showing, not the bad remake movie they did with Johnny Knoxville, and although Jessica Simpson was in there and Daisy Duke, you know. But anyways, Justin said and new WWE champion AJ Styles. Sasha said she misses. Oh, you missed the Ambrose Asylum? You didn't miss much. You should feel lucky that you didn't watch that abomination of a match. Justin said, unless I probably misread that, is what I probably did, but he was correcting his other post. Jason said want it to happen, but I think AJ will do it. And McNasty said, so what's happening? Let's see. Slater and Rhino just won the tag team title. Bray Wyatt won via countout against Orton because Orton couldn't get medically cleared to make it to the ring after being attacked by Bray Wyatt earlier in the night, and instead he was put right after that into a no-holds-barred match again, in which Randy Orton made his way out to the ring, RKO'd him, and Kane won. Yeah, Slater and Rhino won clean. It was a legit win. It looked good. It was nice. Slater was looking, dude. Sasha said usually on AJ Styles' side, but tonight I am on Dean's. Hey, you know, we're not hating on. At least I'm not. I'm not hating on nobody. You know, you can like whoever you want to win, because that's the joy of this whole thing, is I get to make my choices and tell you what I think. You get to tell me what you think, and we see what really happens. And one of us is right, one of us isn't right, and then we move on, right? Right. Lots of rights, no less. McNasty said, awesome. Sasha said, check out the tweet I sent you. And Jason slayed it with a good performance, though he proved that he's... yeah, exactly. Jason said it best right there. He proved that he's underrated, and I mean, he put on an awesome performance. We're getting ready to see who's going to be our WWE champion after tonight. Will it be Phenomenal One AJ Styles, or will it be the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose? And hashtag beat up John Cena, because that's what they're talking about in the promo that they were just showing a minute ago. What's going on here? Got a tweet going on. Let me check it out. This place.
Won't you step down off your podium, alright? Because SmackDown Live don't belong to you. It belongs to these people. Listen up. SmackDown Live belongs to the WWE World Champion. Wonder, baby, Dean Ambrose is here to stay. But wait a minute, it's Styles.
What's your Twitter handle start with, Sasha?
From the last person I beat, I don't want you to hand me anything.
Oh wait, here we go. Now we go. Okay, I think I got you now. Okay, I had some craziness going on here. My bad.
Because we don't give away trophies around here for the face that comes in.
Ooh. Jason said it's like 80% that AJ will win. I feel like AJ with the belt, like, is like a more definitive, like, champion. Like, you look at AJ Styles and he's holding the belt, and it's like, yeah, I buy it. That's a champ. Dean Ambrose is kind of like, I don't know, and it's part of his character. You know, it's this lackluster, like, I'm cocky, but I'm not, but I am, but I don't do interviews good on Stone Cold Podcast. You know, it's just, I don't know. I should feel for Dean Ambrose because I feel like I'm more like Dean Ambrose, but alright, let's let's see what this WWE challenge is here. It's a 20-day challenge. I can't zoom in on it, but let's see here. Is this stuff that you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to post this stuff? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because there's no direct, it just shows 20-day WWE challenge. Day 1, superstar you missed. Day 2, diva you missed. Day 3, superstar you would trade lives with. Day 4, gimmick. Day 5, favorite tag team. Day 6, favorite stable. Day 7, hottest diva. Day 8, superstar diva you would marry. Can't do that one because I'm already married. Sorry. Day 9, superstar you would want to meet. Diva you want to meet. Day 11, superstar that needs a push. Day 12, diva that needs a push. 13, favorite superstar manager. 14, favorite entrance theme. 15 is, there's no 16 on here, by the way. 14, favorite entrance theme. 15, favorite in-ring gear. 17, star you would fire. 18 is diva you would fire. 19 is favorite WWE shirt. 20 is ugliest superstar or diva. And then I would imagine these are just like post suggestions for each day. But I like your idea that you had having it like each minute, you know, like minute 1, minute, you know, like for, it would be, you know, it would take me like 20 minutes, so I guess on each one. Yeah, I'll mull this over and we'll see what's up, you know, maybe we'll make a separate video, or maybe we'll do it during a live stream while we're watching a pay-per-view. I'll run through my list of those things. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. And I appreciate you tweeting me that. Anybody can, you know, reach me at Sic Fritz 11 on Twitter. Like I say, I don't really like hang out and check it a whole lot, but I do have my alert on my phone. So the second you tag me in something or send me something, I usually respond. Jason says that tag team match made him wish that he was one of Slater's kids right now. Did you see the one SmackDowner was that whole section of the crowd had Slater's kids signs? I thought that was kind of cool.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the WWE World Champion,
Dean Ambrose! Where are we at time? It's after the hour. This match, if it goes... This thing's probably going to wrap up about quarter till the top of the hour.
The most prestigious prize in sports entertainment, the WWE World Championship. It is on the line tonight here at Ash.
We got a lot of come on Ambrose going on in the now. Jason had said it. Sasha's saying it now. Jason said, yeah, right, that was cool. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I thought it was pretty nifty.
One big thing is Dean Ambrose has that champion's advantage. Certainly not that he would try to take advantage of it. On occasion, Dean Ambrose does not lose the championship.
This match is underway, and AJ's already trying for a roll-up. Going for pin after pin right now. He's trying to wear Dean Ambrose out. He's trying to get that upper mental edge going on. Trying to kind of get in the head. You know, you try to do those quick pins, and it's kind of like telling your opponent you just don't give a, you know. I didn't say it, you now, so don't you dare take. That's how I stay on edge, okay? I bleep myself. I censor myself. As best I can, I guess. But, Sasha said, come on, Ambrose. Jason said, that will be a great match, I can tell. Oh. They pretty much pushed each other. But, Dean Ambrose pushed AJ with a lot. Oh, better get your head in the game. You're making a high school musical there. Oh, now we're playing ring around the ring. They're chasing each other around. Dean Ambrose chasing AJ around. Then they moved back into the ring, and AJ's got the upper hand at the current moment. Just picked Dean Ambrose up, or stood him back up to his feet, laying into him a little bit. Off the ropes. Sunset flip. Oh! Almost a style of the phenomenal forearm, but it was like jumping off the ropes. It was just like a short arm forearm, I guess. But it's AJ Styles, so he made it look sweet. Roll up.
Reverse knife edge chop by Styles on Ambrose. Ambrose making the fifth defense of his title. Coliseum. And Ambrose firing back with his unorthodox offense. As Styles was higher than a Georgia pine tree, AJ Styles on the receiving end of the champion's wrath.
AJ on the outside, and Dean Ambrose gonna fly! No! AJ knows something about flying, right? Get ready to fly! Oh, sorry, it's TNA. Don't talk about that. And he just... I didn't see exactly what move he did, but somehow Dean Ambrose's neck went over across the ropes. Sasha said, I'd rather be Dean's kid than AJ's.
Dean Ambrose is. Styles won the prestigious IWGP Heavyweight Championship in his first match in Japan. But yet,
Jason asking if I saw CM Punk last night. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the fight. I just read the result on Bleacher Report when it got over. I heard he tapped out in the first round or whatever, and then he didn't get no offense in. He kind of looked like a Punk, right? I mean, it's a good thing that he kept the name CM Punk, right? And I'm not dogging him. I mean, he's more of a man than I am. He stepped in there. You know, he was willing to take a fight, so. AJ trying to wear down Dean Ambrose. Jason also said he'd rather be Slater's kids than Slater's both of them. Let's face it, I think anybody would take any WWE superstar to be their parent because of just what everything else that comes with. Somehow we just fell to number 2 on our hashtag of WWE Backlash. I don't understand how. We're at 700 likes. We got 8 viewers. And we've been rocking it most of the night. But it's alright. I'm sure we'll gain ourselves right back up there in no time. Because the other stream get. Oh, and we just got featured. Hashtag featured. And we just got 400 more likes by Justin. Thanks, Justin. That's why you're our boy. Sick Nation making me proud. We just jumped to 1,146 likes, taking us back up to #1 in our hashtag of WWE Backlash. Thank you. Thank you. Jason said laugh is FAO. LMFAO, you know, because he's sexy and he knows it. You are completely right, man. Justin said, got to be #1, #1, and stay there. I appreciate you guys, man. You really helping me out. It makes me feel good that you guys want to hang out, want to talk, want to just, you know, that you would sit here with me chilling for the entire time that the pay-per-view is on. You could easily just be kick back and take a nap, you know, but you don't, and that's awesome. Jason, you rock, man. LOL. Oh man, we're battling back and forth. #1, 2. That was weird. I don't know how. I'm not gonna click on the other feed to know to find out what they're doing over there, but I can see is just a little black square. So my guess would be that see, McNasty said, "Dude, screen." That's how most people beat me. You know, that's why we get a lot of pop in and pop outs, because people think that that's the type of live stream, and it's just not my deal. I'm not out to cheat nobody out of money or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do all that. This is just a hangout, man. 7 viewers, 1,149 likes. We did get bumped to #2, but like I said, I'm sure we'll get back up there. And we did get featured, so hey, featured, hey. Oh, sorry, that's my Chanel West Coast. I'm sorry. Styles is fighting back, taking in the corner. I know I haven't really been calling a lot of action, but hopefully you've been watching alongside. Check that over behind the chair.
He'll try to capitalize on this. Purchase Styles on the top turnbuckle.
Making their way to the top turnbuckle. AJ Styles is perched up there, sitting, facing the ring post. Dean Ambrose is coming up, looking for a superplex, I believe. AJ hanging onto the ring post. No! Oh, I don't know what that was. That was horrible. I don't know who took who took the brunt of that one. That was nasty. Ambrose got up underneath and went to back suplex him off the top turnbuckle, and as he did, AJ kind of flipped over and landed face down, while Ambrose landed kind of almost on his head. It looked kind of nasty, but yeah. I'm sorry. Jason said, "What if Triple H pedigreed Dean Ambrose just like Seth and Boomin?" Funny, but at the same time, it's like, then you really gotta ask the question why. Like, then you really gotta be like, why? Why Trips? Why? You know? AJ Styles went for like a flying crossbody by Ambrose and then spun into a backbreaker. AJ's down on the mat, and Ambrose looks like he's going to the top turnbuckle, and he's telling AJ to... Jason said, like the general manager stuff and splitting up SmackDown and Raw without him. Oh, he just like he's take over both shows. I mean, it'd be a wicked storyline. I just feel like it's way too soon to try to pull something like that. Unless he was gonna lead like an entire NXT invasion, then it could work. If you had Triple H leading NXT into Raw and SmackDown to make them like a third high brand, you know, I could see that working. But I mean, you're on the right track though. At least you got ideas, right? Sit down wheelbarrow face buster is what Morrow just called it. By Dean Ambrose to AJ Styles. And then Jason said he doesn't know, but you know, just a wild imagination, right? Imagination is running wild, brother. Justin said, was asking Trasty who's screen grabbing. The guy that's at one on our hashtag at WWE Backlash, that's who's screen grabbing. I'm just playing. And Jason said LMAO. Oh, Calf Crusher! No! Going for a vertical suplex. No! AJ suplex Ambrose into the turnbuckles. AJ getting ready to fly with a flying phenomenal form, and Dean Ambrose ducked out of the way. Dean Ambrose goes to the kick to the midsection, goes for dirty deeds, but no, AJ picks him up onto his back into a fireman's carry, but Dean Ambrose goes for a kick out of the corner. No, gets caught by the leg. Oh! Oh, nasty. I don't even know this now. AJ wrapped his legs around Dean Ambrose's legs and then drove it down so that his leg basically sandwiched his and slammed his knee into the... Working on the calf, basically. Trying to weaken the calf up for that calf crusher, I'm sure. Justin said the other guy is showing Backlash, so he'll probably get kicked off soon. That's what I assume. You know, most of them other streams like that don't stay up for too long. Jason said better than Michael Cole, LOL. Who's better than Cole? Michael Cole is the voice of the WWE, dang it. AJ still trying to work on that calf. He's just wrenching ankle and knee and calf of Dean Ambrose. Oh, Jason says he means my commentary, LOL. Thank you very much, bud. I appreciate that. You know, I try. I really try. And I don't have no agenda, you know. I don't have a script I gotta go off of and plug certain things and not allowed to use certain... Well, I am not allowed to use certain words, but certain terminology. I can call these guys wrestlers, superstars, performers, entertainers. I can call them whatever. Them guys that sit on that booth cannot. They have to refer to them as WWE superstars. And there's a lot of other rules that go into play there too that I won't go into here because that's just boring. Calf Crusher coming up. Calf Crusher locked in on Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is doing the, oh no, I don't know, can I? Will he give up? Is he going to give it up? Will we see a new WWE World Champion here tonight? I don't know why I keep looking at that clock. I got one right down here. I don't think it'll end right. We still got half an hour before the top of the hour. If you end it now, this is if you end this pay-per-view now, this pay-per-view is weak sauce, buddy. I'm calling it. No, he made it. He inched his way, grasped, just crawled his way and fought through. Grabbed that bottom rope. That breaks up the calf crusher. You can see the look of despair on AJ Styles' face right now. Jason said, hoo, 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 in New Day's voice. Calf crusher back on him in the middle of the ring now. Is he gonna get him? What else we got? We got Justin who said, Michael Cole, ha, I hate his voice. Oh my goodness! Dean Ambrose hooked, he reached back, he hooked AJ's neck and just drove the back of his head into the mat about that many times. I didn't really count. I was just, for those of you that don't have it on live, you just got a very bad sick reenactment. Sasha and Justice said, let's go AJ. Sasha said, my friend who is a guy, he likes Hello Kitty. Hey, people can like what they like, you know what I mean? I'm not judging nobody, you know? I mean, I still watch Power Rangers, okay? I'm just saying. Jason said, let's go Dino. Sasha said, yay, Dino. AJ and Dean are on the apron right now, which you know is the strongest part of the ring. There's absolutely no give to it. Oh, he used to be a pile driver. Oh no, and he just got catapulted. They're on the apron. AJ just got catapulted into the post and fell to the outside. That's a good spot. I think I've rarely seen this spot. This spot is pretty cool. The boom right the side of his head onto the ring post. Oh, AJ going for a walk around the ring, but Dean Ambrose comes running up behind with a forearm into the back of the head, rolls into the ring. Now Dean Ambrose follows in, grabs him by the hair, with a right across the face, takes him into the corner. Off the corner comes Dean Ambrose, on the legs. Oh, but he caught him in the corner, came off with the bulldog, going for a roll up, 2 count. Dean is really selling that leg. I'm going to really guess that it's hurt. That was kayfabe voice, by the way. Oh, AJ with a barrage of legs and fists and back arms and everything. AJ got him up on his shoulders. Oh, dropped him with that fireman's carry neck breaker. 2 count. Oh, AJ is getting frustrated. You can see it on his face. That is when his mom haircut's not in his eyes. I don't think it's a mom hair. That's the thing they go with. Looks like he's going for a pile driver. No, back body drop by Dean Ambrose. Yeah, that's what he was going. I'm sure that's what he was going for, was the Styles Clash. Durr. Dean Ambrose going into the corner, but he can barely run. In a torture rack. Quit calling it an Argentine backbreaker. I don't care if that's enough. Nobody knows it as that. We all know it as a torture rack. And then when you spin them off and you drop them on their head, it's a TK. But I guess we can't call it a TKO since we had a match at SummerSlam end in a T, right? AJ with a scoop. No, not really a scoop slam. He just kind of picked him up and dropped him. AJ, get ready to fly. Springboard 450, caught him. 1, 2, no. AJ can't believe it. He's asking the ref how? How? How could it only be 2? Springboard 450 and almost looked like he landed right on his face. Dean Ambrose on his knees in the middle of the ring, and AJ's just laying the gloves to him. Comes off the ropes to him. Ducks under. Oh, and hits a reverse neck breaker. Or neck breaker, I guess it would be. Oh, he's got that lunatic look on his face. Does. Oh, and right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. He is just, oh my God, he's got his own barrage of knees and arms and legs and everything. Ropes. Oh, Styles. Oh, baseball slide through the ropes and knocks AJ clear across the, I mean, he knocked him to the outside and he slid almost right to the announce tables. And he's looking at AJ and he's saying, I'll show you how to fly. Lunatic fringe, get ready to fly. Oh, into the announce table goes Styles, right over the announce table, into the laps of the announcers, if you will. If you wills. A little dusty for you. Dean Ambrose standing on top of that announce table. He's looking at the crowd like, wouldn't we put him through this table? No, he just threw him back over it. And barricade up over the barricade goes AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose rolling through the ring in order to break up the count because, you know, we still have rules. And they, oh my God, Ambrose runs across 2 of the announce tables, goes up over the barricade, and catches AJ Styles with just kind of like, I don't know, he just kind of threw his body. There wasn't no real move there. It was just a stunt, you know. Glorified stuntman, right? Like Mick Foley was, right? Wink, wink. And this dude in the friggin' front row trying to get selfies with these guys. Come on. Like, just watch the match. Enjoy the match. Quit with the selfie bull crap. Dean Ambrose rolling AJ back into the ring. This match is taking everything out of both these Pele kick! Knocked him into the ropes. He comes off for that clothesline and caught him. Turned him in. Oh my God, he spun him inside out. Dean Ambrose beating his chest like he's friggin' Donkey Kong out there. Dean Ambrose, dirty deeds. And no, got shoved into the ref. The ref is knocked down. Knocked down. We all know. All is kicked to the nuts. Going for the Styles Clash. He can't hook the arms. He's got the arms. Styles Clash. Over. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles just won the WWE Championship. World, whatever we're calling tonight. And he used some dirty tactics, but he's a heel. He's supposed to, right? But nevertheless, boom! That one. I only missed one prediction tonight, I believe. Not that it really matters, because there's nothing on the line. I don't get nothing for it, whether I win or lose. At some point, Jason has said, damn. And then he also said, OMGGG. So, oh my God, God. And then he said, no doubt. No diggity, no doubt, right? Come on, because we like the way you work it. That's about as much of that as I can do without getting it. I mean, I liked the match. I thought the match was awesome. I think this ended a little early if we're ending it right now. I would hope that something's going to happen here, but Probably not, because we're replaying like the entire match basically. Man, the Styles Clash seems like it's really hard to set up though, right? Jason said the nuts though. Jason said the eggs, man. Oh well, yeah, you know he is buddies with you know the club, so I mean, why would know how to get you know, instead of ring post-itis, I guess he as another guy that I watch on YouTube would say, he took him to Kick City, right? And that ends Backlash, people, right there. That's Backlash, live on the WWE Network. We've been hanging out for 3 minutes, according to this counter here, and I was already 20 minutes behind the pay-per-view starting. They're replaying the CWC on the network right now. Down just a bit so we can close this out. Sasha, let's see, Sasha said, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Oh, we just got featured again in our hashtag of WWE Backlash. Justin said 2 weeks for Clash of Champions. Most definitely, Justin will be here. Sasha asked who won. AJ Styles, play with your WWE World Championship. Using a kick to the groin area on Dean. Your boy Dean Ambrose ain't going to have a good night with any of the ladies tonight. AJ Styles might, though, because he's wearing gold and he's celebrating like the man. Wait, I'm sorry. That was, again, TNA. My bad, man. My bad. McNasty said, good stuff, man. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by, McNasty. Thank you to everybody who sent me out likes. All you viewers that stayed here the entire length of the entire show. This was amazing. This was a great time. It was fun. I had a blast. Always. 1,158 likes. It astonishes me. I can't believe that. We stayed number one all night. Didn't really have much competition on that. Outside of that, you Sick Nation, thank you very much. I do appreciate each and all of you for coming back each and every time. Next time we will, that I guarantee we will be here, is going to be when Raw goes live on the WWE Network for Clash of Champions. As always, you can always catch me anywhere. Most of the time that's Sic Fritz 311, or I'm just Sic Fritz. Check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sic Fritz 311 if you're watching this replay on that channel. Leave me a comment in the description box down. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the live stream. Let me know what you thought of the pay-per-view. Let me know your thoughts on everything. I asked a lot of questions throughout the night. Give me some answers down there in the comments. You can also leave me comments on the YouNow channel, younow.com/Sic Fritz 311. Everywhere. I'm Sic Fritz. This is the Sic Fritz channel. This has been Backlash live on the WWE Network. Somehow we just jumped back up, went down to 2. But I appreciate you guys. Sick Nation for life. We're hanging out here each and every time. And we'll see you next time.